endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great. You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things. Like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things.
You're watching Blunt Politics with Boston Brian.
Obama.
Christ, I do that every time. I do it every time. 1 second. 1 second. Damn thumbnail. How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. I appreciate you joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. So much to talk about. As usual, no chance we're going to get to cover it all. How's everybody doing? First off, let me bring in the chat. Say hello to everybody. Tanya, how are you? First name I see. Thank you so much. Appreciate your services. Turpy, what's up, my brother? What we got here? Fancy, what's going on? Elizabeth, MJ, Roxanne, Kimchi, Sweet Candy, Tiffany, Tammy, Tobias, what's up, Chris? Let's go. Vicky, Kath, Kata, how are you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate it. First off, big thanks to everybody who joined us for the Postcard party last night. Big thanks to Mel for setting that all up and helping us all out with everything. Don't forget to pick your shirts or your mugs or whatever you're going to pick as your little gift for showing up to the Postcard party and helping out democracy. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you to everybody that showed up. You are just outstanding citizens of this world. But again, let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. The momentum continues. Oh, I missed one. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Or what does it say? 1 month? Oh, you've been excited to be here. Let's go. Let's fucking go. We got to make sure we get out and vote. Get out and vote. Obviously, you can pick these up at getthemshirts.myshopify. Some other killer shirts on there too that really let people know which way you look, which way you stand, and which way you're voting. Make sure you're getting people out to vote. Yes, ask. Good. Where are you? Where are you? Where'd your comment go? There you are. So, oh, hold on. I can't forget about it. We got to do this first, but we'll get back to that. Ready? We got to do this first. We're going to get into the
News of the week.
All right. Professional. That's what that is. I think that's what you call that. Professional. All right. Let me see. I got my handy dandy notebookerizer with my handy dandy notes. What do you think of my handwriting? Judge my handwriting. Not bad for a guy, right? Not bad for a guy. Anyways, so first point I made, and I'll go back to the comment if I can find it now. Asked $200 million. Kamala Harris in our campaign bring out $200 million in the first week of her candidacy, which is just outrageous. A great show of support. There was the Zoom with the black women. There was the Zoom with the white women. And now on Monday night, there's going to be a Zoom for white men. That is also going to break records. I have a good feeling. So I've seen the right people sharing it, the right people getting involved. So a little golf clap for Kamala, golf clap for her campaign, golf clap for democracy, and a little golf clap for white men, for all the white men that are going to show up tomorrow night because it's important. I don't know if I can. Let me see this. I don't want to self-aggrandize or self-promote here, but I think it's important to show you. Thank you, Kelly. Love you. Appreciate you. It's my sister. She texted me and said, have a good show. So thank you. I just wanted to show you this, if I may. I'm going to share this tab instead, and then I'm going to add it to the stage, and I'm going to let it so you guys can see it like this. All right, check this out. So this was something I posted yesterday, right? And I just want to be fair. The only reason it got so much attention is because Midas Touch reposted it. But having that being said, a lot of the times if they repost, say, a video that I've done for Midas Touch, it'll get maybe 30,000 views, something like that. This one has 168.7 thousand views since 5:26 a.m. on July 27th. Just said, I'm Brian. I'm 38 years old. I'm just a plumber and a white guy from Boston, Mass, and I will be proudly and loudly voting for Kamala Harris in November to become the first woman of color president in the history of the United States. Very simple, very straightforward. People seem to resonate with people. So I just, little, I know, what do you say? Twitter's not everything. Social media is not everything. You can't, it's not actual reality, but you can sometimes get a good sense of which way the momentum is flowing and, obviously what stories are making headlines and what you're not. So to see this much activity and enthusiasm and support is always a good sign. So let me see if I can take this, remove that, go back to me. There we go. So I just wanted to show everybody that and let everybody know that the momentum is still building. What's up, Mark? Thank you so much for your services, brother. Appreciate you. Moms Russo, hi Petrazi. How are you? Hamilton, Jay, what's going on? Christopher, Liz, Hank, Steve. Love it. Let's fucking go. Hi, MJ. What's going on? Look at her. Yeah, Crystal. Dang. 200 milli. 4 months. No, 4 months. What an idiot. What do we got? A 90-something days? What's the count at till the election? It's got to be at 90-something, maybe 100, something like that. Put it in the chat if you know about it. All right. So since Donald Trump's shooting or assassination attempt, we'll say, in Butler, Pennsylvania, there has been much speculation as to what actually caused, I don't know, the baby scratch, let's say, on the back of his ear, on the tip of his ear. Because to me, it doesn't seem like a high-powered AR-15, would even if doesn't like, haven't you heard the snipers in the military say, like, you don't even have to hit the guy sometimes. You can just get close and just the velocity of the bullet alone, obviously if you have a big round. But that's enough to, take the guy's shoulder off or arm off or do some damage or something like that. So I don't know. If it actually struck an ear, I think it might do a little more damage. But what's funny to me is that amidst the growing speculation that Christopher Wray, a Donald Trump appointee, as the director of the FBI, went in and just kind of let everybody know that there's absolutely no evidence to show us, factually speaking, that Donald Trump was actually struck by a bullet. So, it could have been anything at this point, to tell you the truth. You saw that stupid friggin' picture of him trying to show Bibi Netanyahu. It's like you're trying to show a war criminal your fucking cut on your ear that is not visible. Like, I swear to God, Donald must have to be like, all right, what ear was it again? Was it this ear? I think that's what he was saying of Netanyahu. I think that's what he might have been saying. Was it this ear? Hell, can you see anything on that one? Was it this one or was it this one? And they just happened to snap the picture when he was on the right ear. I think that's what's going on there. But yeah, again, just funny to me that a Donald Trump appointee would, and again, people were calling him, what do they call him? Assassination attempt denier or something like that. It was something stupid going around Fox News. And again, Fox News has been losing their ever-loving mind. They don't know how to cover Kamala Harris. They don't know what angle they want to take. They have racism, sexism, misogyny, the whole 9 yards coming out of Fox News right now. It's half disgusting and half, somewhat, I don't want to say amusing to see them scramble, because it's just, the shit they're saying is so gross. But what's up, John? What's happening, brother? What's going on? Brandon, Randy, welcome to the show. What else we got? We got a strike, the rocket strike in Israel and controlled Golan Heights, killing at least 12 on Saturday. Israeli authorities say rocket struck a soccer field, killing at least 11 children and 1 teen, which I would again consider another child. Israel has blamed Hezbollah for the attack, but Hezbollah rushed to deny the responsibility. I don't know if that's changed since. Hours after, this was hours after an Israeli strike in southern Lebanon. So they suspect, obviously, with good reason, that it might have been a Hezbollah retaliation. I know I have seen one spokesperson for Hezbollah come out and deny it, but I've also seen in another article that somebody in Hezbollah has claimed a responsibility for the attack. So two different words that I'm getting, two different angles to that story that I'm getting. So look it up. Make sure you check out the articles and see if that's changed since I've done this research and written this stuff down. Again, the Olympics. Let's go, huh? Let's go, France. I think France did a hell of a job with the Olympics kicking off in Paris with, let's say, inclement weather. Oh, hey, Michael. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you, my man. $34 coming in. That's huge. Let's keep going, Brian. Let's keep Brian going the other way around. But let's flip that. I'll flip that for you, Michael. Let's keep going, Brian. How about that? That way I'm joining you guys, and it's not you guys trying to prop me up. I like it better when I join you guys. I want to be part of the crew and not anywhere outside of the crew. So I do appreciate you, though. Thank you for your services, and thank you for being here every week. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So the Olympics. Fucking pretty cool spectacle. Really good show. It was raining. I don't think it mattered. And I like the reports saying that, it cost less. It was a little more, let's say, Slacks, let's go. Love you, my brother. Right back at you, Slacks. Thank you for being here for a month, my man. Let's go. So it basically cost less. It was outside. A lot more people got to enjoy it, I feel like, because thousands of people got to line the River Seine and enjoy the spectacle and see the boats going down the river and see the teams kind of up close. It was funny to see all the teams that were just absolutely soaking wet. Yeah. What'd you say, Mark? Yep. Men's basketball defeated Serbia 110-84. I think it's probably changed since then, but I know the U.S. won a gold medal in swimming. I'm sure not that it's changed, but I'm sure they've either won more since then, and there's probably another bigger story. But I did see that they won in the swimming. Haven't had a chance to really sit down and watch it. Again, we had the Zoom last night, which was pretty cool. Donald Trump spoke what I feel like is fucking 37 times over the last few days, so we're going to have to get into a little bit of that. I know. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rosanna, for becoming a Patreon member. I do appreciate you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. That's awesome. What are you guys thinking? Do you guys like the Olympics? You guys like the show? It was good. I mean, how can you not? I mean, really, when you get the Eiffel Tower as the backdrop, I mean, really, you'd have to, I don't know. It again, as I said in the Zoom last night, it'd be like getting a free car wash and then immediately driving through a mud puddle right after that to try to screw that up, because it's a beautiful sight. The lights, the music, Celine Dion performed. So it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool spectacle. I think they did it right. I think it was they pulled it off magnificently, as only the Parisians could, as only the French can. Of course, they did have that attack on the high-speed trains, which was a huge disruption for about, I think it was around 800,000 travelers trying to get to Paris for the Olympics. Even some of the people performing or playing in the Olympics were held up on that one. What's up, Pam? Boston Pride is wicked smart. I don't know about that, but that's how I would say it if I were to say it. So I'm going to try to get through this as fast as possible, because I always take too long with the beginning. Let's see here. I love how the right was freaking out about the controversial drag performance at the beginning of the Olympics, at the opening of the Olympics, in their depiction of what looked to be the Last Supper. So they actually had some companies pull out as far as advertising. A lot of people seem to be upset about that. I kind of dug it. I liked it. I like, the French. Come on, it's the French. It's the French. They're different. You know what I mean? It's different. They literally. I think I've explained this on the show before, or in a Midas Touch video before, but the French people are nothing to fuck with. Okay, they put up speed cameras in France. And the people destroyed like 90% of them across the country. Okay, and had a riot. They put on their work vest. They burned shit. What happened? I think there was a car company back in the day that wanted to lay off, or did lay off, a bunch of their workers. They ended up killing the owner of the country, and I don't mean to laugh at it, but this is how extreme the French take it. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, there was some other law that was being imposed, and they ended up just like totally the whole country was. They're crazy, but they stand up for what they believe, and you got to respect it to some extent. You know what I mean? So, the Democrats, the vice presidential battle is definitely heating up. A lot of people putting their names in the race, trying to make their case on media and social media as to why they should be Kamala Harris's vice president. Slacks. We're on our way back from Atlantic City. We were celebrating our 37th anniversary. Love to all Bryantologists. Well, happy anniversary, Slacks. Congratulations. Please pass it on to the missus that all the Bryantologists and myself included say happy anniversary and congratulations to you guys. Here's to 37 more at least. So thank you. Appreciate you, Slacks. You have a great day, brother. So Mark Kelly from Arizona, Pete Buttigieg, obviously the transportation secretary, Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, Andy Beshear, governor of Kentucky, and Roy Cooper, the governor of North Carolina, are just some of the names that have been discussed as far as candidates that could potentially be, running mates with Kamala Harris. So, thank you, JD. Appreciate you. It was Christ. Come on. You expect me to know what the fuck about a bacano? Not the Last Supper. Sorry, JD. Appreciate you correcting me because someone's gonna have to tell me A, how to pronounce that word, and B, what the fuck it means. Come on, I'm just a simple guy from Boston. But no, I appreciate that correction. But I think what I was trying to get across is people were taking it as that's what they looked at it as. They saw that as a depiction of the Last Supper and they thought it to be somewhat disrespectful or something like that. I honestly could give a shit less. I thought it was fucking entertaining. I thought it was vibrant. I thought it was colorful, and I thought it was French basically, which is what I expected from a performance in France. Paris, that's just what happens. All right, what else we got? Let's go to the back page. All right, JD Vance has just can we just say that it's over for JD Vance? I'm not saying he's going anywhere. I'm not saying he's going to be removed, but as for his potential to recover in this situation and gain the support of regain the support of not only MAGA, but normal everyday individuals, American citizens that don't ascribe to the MAGA philosophy, like independence or like I said, apolitical people. I think it's over in that regard. I don't think there's any fucking chance whatsoever that he can just regain his composure in this race. He has no charisma. He does not know how to light up a room like Don Jr. and everybody and Eric would like you to believe. He's not funny. He has absolutely no qualifications whatsoever. He said some horrendous shit in the background, in back in the day. He's also done some things that are literally 180 degrees opposite of the things he, believes and does now. When he had a trans friend back in the day and used to, I love you back and forth and bringing gifts and goodies when the friend was going through transitioning. Saying stuff along the lines of, if Trump were to become president, that it would be very bad for black people and people of color. These aren't good things, and that doesn't even fucking take into account calling Donald Trump America's Hitler. This is just beyond that, right? So we could even we'll give him that one. How about that? We'll give him that one, and we'll let him go. He still sucks. He still fucking sucks. Terrible pick. I don't know who. Obviously, nobody vetted him properly, at least, because from the reports that I've seen, Donald Trump really, really wanted Doug Burgum to be his vice president and was talked out of it somewhat, fervently by Don Jr. and Eric. Kyung Lim, oh, thank you so much. Oh, my God, different Sunday than last is the understatement of the year, right? And I would just like, oh, you know what, Kyung, thank you so much for reminding me of this. Thank you so much for reminding me of this. I do appreciate you. Because I haven't seen any apologies yet in the chat from a lot of the people that were screaming their lungs off in the chat last week that I was reporting false or fake information when Joe Biden put out his letter saying that he was no longer running to be president in the next election. So anybody that, feel free, you don't have to, I'm not calling anybody out by name, but, feel free to drop it in there. And also feel free to replay where I was excited, where I was saying, let's fucking go. And where I told you motherfuckers that you were going to have this initial, oh my God reaction, the world is over. and then you were going to leave the show. You were going to do something else. Your mind was going to get off it. You were going to have something to eat. And then you were going to be like, okay, let's fucking go. Right. And that's exactly what fucking seemed to happen. So haven't been doing the show long. Haven't made many predictions, but I'd like to say I think I was right on that one. So toot my own fucking horn on that, please. What do I got for that? Anything like that? No, you know, I'll give myself one of these. I'll give myself one of these. I do appreciate you. Thank you for that. I'll give myself an Obama. Anyway, it was real information, as we know now, and what I said was true. And just like Younglam said, the difference between this show and last show, this Sunday and last Sunday, could not be more stark. It's crazy. It really is crazy. So I want to put it out there. Just so everybody knows, JD Vance did not have sex with a coach. Did not have sex with a coach. But apparently he does get off on watching the movie Flipper. Don't ask me how that works. I'm not sure. But I'm sure that like when JD Vance says chasing tail, I didn't know it was dolphin tail he was chasing. Put it that way. Couldn't I didn't see that. I didn't see that one coming. That was not on my bingo card, let's say. Just wasn't. The fact that a shark's tail is JD Vance's porn movie, and that the first time he ever orgasmed is when that prosthetic tail slid on the dolphin's fucking rear end, I did not see coming, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say. Right hand up. So, just to get that off my chest there, you know, I didn't know JD Vance clicked when he had sex. You know, I didn't know echolocation was a turn on for JD Vance. But who am I? As Hal would say, we are not here to yuck anybody's yum. He's welcome in. You're more than welcome. You got to change a lot of your stances, but don't worry, we won't. You're not going to be ostracized for your dolphin kink, let's say. So anyway, get that off our chest. You know, it's weird. It really is weird. Again, the hundreds of golf carts that we saw down in the Villages, which is normally a MAGA, you know, Republican stronghold down in Florida, was a fucking great sign. Let's see if I can do this. Which one are you looking at? This one? Oh, you're not looking at it. All right, so I can do this. All right, one sec. Give me a sec. I just want to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Because this is normally like heavily, this is where the guys were going around with the signs with like racist Nazi shit on, you know, just freely riding around. I know Midas Touch had a video on it. Let's go to their shorts though, just to show you a short. All right, stop moving. I'm trying. It's coming. I'm going to share this tab instead. I'm going to add it to the screen. And then I'm going to make myself small. All right, here we go. What's that one right there? I don't know what that one is. All right. X. Oh, ready? Check this out.
Hey, listen, we told you they were coming for the rights of women all over this country. And you called us hyperbolic. Said we were being dramatic. And look what happened. Donald Trump installed corrupt justices on the Supreme Court, overturned Roe v. Wade, and here we are. We told you that Donald Trump wanted to be a dictator, an authoritarian leader. And what did you guys say? We were being hyperbolic. We were being dramatic. What did he say? He wants to be a dictator on day one. Now, who the hell do you know has ever been a dictator for one day? We told you that if Donald Trump were to ever get reelected in 2024, we may never, ever get the opportunity to vote in another election again. And what did you guys say? We were being hyperbolic and we were being dramatic. Well, here it is from his own goddamn mouth.
Get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years. You know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore.
So next time we warn you about something, pay attention. Hey, listen, we told you that.
Right, shut up, idiot. Here. Check this out. Can I make this big? You got to understand, it's probably copyright music, but you got to understand, seeing this in the villages is something. Let me just say, okay, it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's pretty special because, like I said, to say that this is a Republican stronghold is a fucking the understatement of the year. Like I said, we can pull out some heinous videos, some heinous clips of people talking. Like I said, their little golf cart fucking Nazi rallies that they have. It's pretty sick. So this is cool stuff. I appreciate the people involved in this. Thank you to these people. What else we got? Oh, I wanted to show this too. Before I get too far into the show and forget. David, just wanted to thank David. David sent me in a picture of him in his shirt, and I wanted to make sure everybody shows it. David, I believe it's DK Politics, if I'm not mistaken. Want to thank you for sending in the picture, and I want to thank you for being a fan and hanging out and being politically involved and voting the right way. I appreciate you. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And I just wanted to make sure I did that before I forgot, because I know if I get too far into the show, I will forget, and I didn't want to do that. All right, so there's a lot of ways we can do this. I think what we might do, because obviously we can't cover all three speeches, is I'm going to go to ACYN, and we're going to take a look at a couple clips of Trump's Friday and Saturday speeches, and then we'll see if we can cover his horrendous last speech that he had and pull apart some of the bullshit that he has, and then we'll highlight the fact that he has been in some serious decline lately, both mentally, physically, verbally, emotionally. So I think to highlight that is very important. And then at the end, we're going to juxtapose Donald Trump with some of the statements of Donald Trump or about Donald Trump from Kamala Harris and her campaign. So I think that's the way that we're going to play it, because I can't cover everything. So please bear with me. All right, see if I can get to some of his clips here. I'm going to share this tab instead. Can you see me? Here we are. All right. And now this was this is Friday, so I'm gonna have to scroll back a little. So please pardon the wait. This is the one that I'm gonna cover in Minnesota. We don't want that one. Let's see here. Christ, they retweet so freaking much. I just want the clips. That's why. Because if I start getting into the whole thing of it, it pisses me off. I'm gonna end up covering the whole fucking thing. All right, so still in Minnesota. How is this even possible? Honestly, I think one of Asin's clips of Donald Trump, the one that I just played in the short, was seen the last time I saw it was seen over 30 million times. And yes, I said million times, 30 million times, which is fucking nuts. And it has to be more since then. I know it is. Okay, so we're getting back now. All right, here we go. So this is his clips here. I'll just go back to where I see the first one, and then we'll start there, if that's okay with everybody. Oh yeah, and JD Vance again. For somebody that is just supposed to be well versed in speaking, has absolutely put his foot in his mouth at every opportunity and every turn about this whole childless cat lady bullshit, apologizing to just the cat, not the women, talking shit about Jennifer Aniston, which nobody fucking gets away with. I don't know how you don't know that. That's like second to Taylor Swift, I think, a little bit. In my view, you just can't go after Jennifer Aniston, especially after knowing she's had problems with fertility and her sensitivity to the subject. Look at this, all this bullshit. Look at all this bullshit. He does a good job at this, though. He does do a good job at this. So when we stop seeing the green background, I'll stop and we'll start picking up some clips here. I just want to make sure I don't. Come on. All right, I think that's it. All right, we'll start here. What's he got to say here? Oh, you know what? I think I got it muted. Hold on. Why is it not playing? Where's the sound? Hey, sound. Where are you? No, it's right here.
I don't know why I did. As I think you can see, I've recovered well, and in fact, just took off the last bandage off of my ear.
Oh no! I didn't even see this one. I did not even see this one. I recovered well, he said. Oh my Jesus. Let's play it again. Hold on. Can you see it? Yes, you can. All right, good. That's fucking great. I didn't even see this one. That's fucking awesome.
As I think you can see, I've recovered well, and in fact, just took off the last bandage off of my ear. I just got it off. I took it off for this group. I don't know why I did that for this group, but that's it. I think that's it. I hope that's it.
I hope that's it. No, it's gonna spontaneously combust one day, and you'll have to bandage it up again. What an absolute tool. That's great, though. That is great. What's he got here? What's he got for me here? All right, pause. And then I'll make it big. Volume's up. Start from the beginning. Here.
Palm Beach, Florida. Let's go to his remarks now.
We're going to be talking a little bit about a wonderful thing called religion tonight. Is that okay?
Because that's how everybody starts off their religious speeches, right? That's just how, he talks about it like it's a fucking inanimate object. You know what I mean? Like it's something you're looking at. We're going to talk about this religion right here. This is what we're talking about because it's a great thing that I don't know what to do with and I've never seen before, but it is a thing and we will praise it tonight. Like when he talks at a Bitcoin. He talks at a Bitcoin fucking convention, a conference or whatever the fuck. What the fuck does he know about Bitcoin? And as you'll see, we'll play either a couple clips of that or take a look at a little bit of that. He doesn't know anything. It's awesome.
Palm Beach, Florida. Let's go to his
That was it? Christ. That's why I don't like doing these short clips. I like doing the whole thing, but there's no time for it. We're going to you said that already. Trump last night. This is a different one. Pause. Expand. Volumes up. Start from the beginning. Here we go.
Last night the other night he made a speech behind the beautiful Resolute desk in the Oval Office. And look, I'm not looking to knock. I want to give people credit or not credit. It was horrible. And then you turn on to like CNN and MSDNC, the worst. They're just horrible. And they're saying one of the finest speeches we've ever seen. I mean, Churchillian, somebody said Churchill, Winston Churchill. No, Winston had it on him a little bit. It was so bad, and they pretended it was good. And they're doing the same thing with her.
He's so scared. And who the hell said it was Churchillian? I want to know where the hell that was said. Colin Ellis. Oh, this is where he gets a little misogynistic, as we expected, as I called. Not really that much of a call because everybody knew he was going to throw out his misogyny, racism, and sexism when Kamala Harris took over because that's all he's got now. That's all he's got. So let's start at the beginning. Volume's up. Let's go.
It was so bad, and they pretended it was good. And they're doing the same thing with her. She was a bum 3 weeks ago. She was a bum.
Right. Okay. All righty. Now, I didn't think he was going to make me do it this early, but just because Kamala Harris resume. Let's see here. All right. So I'm going to share this tab instead. This is what Donald Trump thinks is a bum. Okay, Kamala Harris is the vice president of the United States. She always fights for the people, breaking her from her barrier-breaking time as a district attorney of San Francisco and attorney general of California to proudly serving as United States senator and the vice president. So let me just go through that in that one paragraph, Donald. I'll even work backwards. All right, we'll go backwards. So we'll go attorney general of California, and that's just totally disregarding anything she did before, which qualified her to just to be Attorney General of California. Okay, so you don't just become Attorney General of California. You work very hard. You need several qualifications prior to that to be even considered for the role. Okay, so we'll start there. Then from there, I believe she went to District Attorney of San Francisco. I might have those backwards. If I have those backwards, I apologize. But either way, doesn't fucking matter. She did them both. Irregardless, doesn't fucking matter. And then she went on to be a senator, right? And then she went on to be vice president of the United States of America. The first female vice president in the history of our country. And somehow that is a bum. So I'm just, someone's going to have to explain that one to me. I'm sorry, but you are going to have to explain that one to me because that one just doesn't float the boat let's say, does not float the boat. And we all know what happens. We all know what happens when the boat doesn't float, especially if you have a battery on board and there's a shark next to you. What do? What the fuck do you do? Do you go with the shark? Or do you go with the battery? I'm not really sure. But that's only a choice that would have to make in our crumbling, just this horrid.
The big, fat, sloppy United States.
Right. That's right. Correct. That's what I was trying to get at that, but you wouldn't let me get there. You had something to say before I could even get it, because from what I'm seeing, you don't look very good. Right. So the neck, the thing in your neck is growing. What do you call it?
Vagina.
That thing. Yes. That thing is growing on your neck. And it's unfortunate because it's not a good look. And somehow you get the collar so tight that it makes it worse. But that's okay. Just observations. All right. So let's put this aside. I don't need that anymore. And get back into a couple of these clips, because he's just absolutely deranged in all three of these speeches. This is what people talk about, right? So when let me make myself come back at you. Let me come back at you. Let me come back at like a crack addict. This is what people talk about, right? Why am I slow? Why am I slow? Why am I in the Matrix? What happened? Slow internet? I don't know. Anyway, this is what people talk about when there's so much bullshit to try to combat, right? So much comes at you. Every word out of his mouth, every statement he makes, every policy he fakes is something to combat. You need to talk about, and you need to make sure that people know that's not fucking true. And when he has 3 speaking engagements within 3 days, or 2 in 1 day, and 4, whatever, how many? If he speaks a lot in a fucking weekend, it's tough. It makes it tough on us. It really does. You almost have to like call each other and be like, okay, you take that speech, I'll take this speech, you take that one. Fucking, we got to separate it, and we'll cover it that way, because it's impossible for me in the time. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you. Let's go, Freddie. Thank you so much for that. It's just tough. What did you say, Terpy? Let's see. Terp said, at Freddie Bear, thank you much for your support. Thank you for being part of Blunt Politics, Boss Brian. Thank you, Terpy. Appreciate that. And thank you, Fred. My fucking mods are the best. Yeah, so I'm just saying it's hard. This is why I kind of have to do the clips. I know it sucks. I'd rather do the whole speech, and we'll do the Minnesota one, but it's tough. It really is tough. So not that I'm looking for any sympathy or anything, but now we got to sift through. All right, here we go. Here's one that I wanted to get at. All right, why does it play when I don't hit play? It's just so weird. Twitter sucks now. All right, here we go. Make sure you can hear it.
Wasn't too good anyway.
Oh, you can't see it.
Did you see the FBI today apologize? I said, well, it might have been a bullet, but it might have been glass. So really, where did the glass come from? Or
the teleprompter. Literally the only place where there was probably glass within the vicinity of you, really, or whatever it is. Plexiglass. It's probably plexiglass, right? I'm assuming it's not. I don't know what a teleprompter is made of. I'm just assuming it's not actual glass. It was probably some sort of plexiglass material, or something like that. But anyway, something that definitely could cut you if it hit you. But the fact that he's trying to say that it's like it's an impossibility and where to come from, your teleprompters. Easy answer. Thank you. Next.
it might have been shrapnel. Where did the shrapnel come from?
Well, that could have been from multiple places. Some place in front of you. Could have been, I don't know, maybe from the podium. And again, probably from the teleprompter.
No, they then said it was a bullet. They just try and do it. It just never ends with these.
Brian, I sent you a pic of the wound. I saw a blown up pic of it, Joan, and you can see a little discoloration. There's definitely the tiniest bit of discoloration on the top of his ear. You know what I mean? But that's about it. There's nothing missing, nothing, that's it. That's fucking it. But where did you send it to me? Here? Oh, email? Did you email it? Let me know where you sent it. If anybody catches, if you catch her next comment of where she sent it, let me know, please. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And thank you, Joan. Am I saying tonight? Was that Joanne or Joan? Put that in the chat, too, because I hate messing up people's names.
People, they raid Mar-a-Lago. They do things so bad, so bad. Our country is so sick. but they apologize. We accept their.
They apologize. What the fuck's he talking about? They apologize. It was literally Christopher Wray, his own, the guy he appointed. I love it. The guy he appointed is the one that literally put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, as to did he get shot or did he not get shot, in my opinion. And guess what? He did not get shot. In my opinion. Or there's at least no evidence to suggest. And if there was evidence to suggest that, you don't think Donald Trump would have come out with that by now? Come on. Come on, let's be real. He had fucking assassination sneakers on sale about 10 seconds later for, I think he made $1.5 million off those fucking sneakers. Let's see here. All right. Oh, yeah, this is another misogynistic, fucking gross attack on Kamala Harris by Donald Trump. Let's see here. Get into this one.
Radical, liberal, Kamala Harris gets in. And by the way, there are numerous ways of saying her name. They were.
No. Let me stop you there. Let me just stop you. There's actually not multiple ways of saying your name. You say your name one way. It's Kamala. It's Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. It's not Camilla. It's not Kamala. It's not fucking Kamula. It's not Shishula. It's not fucking anything else. It's Kamala. That's how you fucking say her name. Kamala. Now, you might say it with a different accent. That's allowed. Like I say, probably say it a little bit different with the A's and shit like that. You know, if you're up in Minnesota, you probably say the Kamala. You know, you're probably doing a little Kamala. You know, Kamala. How you doing, Kamala? Something like that. But, you know, that's only because of accent. Other than that, it's fucking Kamala. So get it right. You twisted son of a bitch.
Explaining to me, you can say Kamala, you can say Kamala. I said, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what I say. I couldn't care less.
He couldn't care less because I'm a piece of shit that never gave a shit if I did anything for anybody else. And if I hurt their feelings, what do I give a fuck? Because I don't give a shit. Anyways, vote for me for president, by the way. Look at this fucking guy. It's like, okay, I want suburban women to vote for me. What should I say? I'm going to call them childless cat ladies and say that if you don't have a kid, you should have absolutely no say in what happens in this country. Vote for Donnelly. Like, what the fuck kind of campaign is this bullshit? This is what I was talking about, though, with Biden. And, you know, sorry, I'm not trying to backtrack, but we should have been fucking wiping the floor with these people from the get-go, right? Not only do we have the facts and the policies and the record behind us, but they do just as much damage to their own fucking campaign. They fucking torpedo, kamikaze, whatever you want to call it, their own campaign. We should be mopping the floor with these people, fucking right, left, and center. And I'm excited that we finally get the fucking opportunity to do it. Foggy, hi Foggy, how are you? Fairy and the Italian Octopus, Red Wave. Does that say smoking octopus? Hold on. Leave that one. Leave that one up there. I gotta see this one. Tanya, smoking octopus, red, waving hearts. Afternoon fairy. Ah. Oh, Shiza. I love you guys. You guys are great. You make this fun. All right. Anyway, is this over? Do you get any more misogyny he wants to fucking spit out of those fucking tiny orange lips?
Pronounce it or not, I couldn't care less. Some people think I mispronounced.
Oh, we got a big crowd in here too today. So please, if you guys haven't yet, make sure you hop out. You know, make sure you close your dolphin porn screen. Close your other dolphin. Make sure the dolphin porn's away. And then smash that like button if you could, please. Subscribe, and it's free. It's really free. You don't have to do anything. It's just a movement of your finger, kind of. If you want to take it one step further, there is a join button. Become a channel member. It's a couple bucks a month. It's pretty easy. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Do all the free stuff. Not a big deal. You can do Patreon. There's many ways to help. You can buy a shirt. 1,000 ways you can do it. We have this fucking smoking hot new Keep Calm and Kamala On, which is a Get Dem Shirts original design. And I think it's a masterpiece of a t-shirt. Keep Calm and Kamala On. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm excited, guys. I am fucking excited. I am. Why does it say, people say no join button sometimes, and I do apologize about that. I don't know why that would be. Are you watching on a different, like are you on your TV or like maybe an Android or something like that where it might be a little bit different? And if anybody could possibly help them through that, because I don't know how to do it anyway other than what I know. So I do apologize if there's no join button. Don't worry about it. Like I said, you can do patreon.com, similar. It's just for a couple bucks a month. You even get perks on Patreon, so it might even benefit you a little bit more, because for your money you get a lot more. We do Zoom meetings. We have our, let's see here. Let's see. I know I got it somewhere. No, I got it somewhere. We have our, where'd it go? I know I had it. Oh, here it is. We have our August Zooms coming up, August 6th and the 20th for the VIP. So, we get to hang out, chat. Like I said, last night we got to hang out for a couple hours and shoot the shit, fill out some cards, get some people involved. Let's see if I can see. Give me a sec. I'll even get them. Well, I'll get a couple just so you guys can see them. 1 sec. Coming back. I'm back. All right, I'm back. Fuck, wrong one. That's not the right one. I don't know how people wear two earbuds too while they're doing this. I can't hear shit while I'm doing that. All right, so these are. I don't know what just happened. These are the postcards. Bunch of postcards going out. My area was Boca Raton, Florida, which obviously is an important area to hit. So they get they get in the mail handwritten. I mean, with mistakes and everything, I did fairly well on mine. Not too bad. Not too bad. No mistakes. So they get a nice handwritten with my name on it. Tell them I'm a volunteer. Let me read. I'll read what I wrote. So, dear Aisha, Americans expect freedom and safety. If elected, convicted felon Donald Trump and MAGA Republicans will enact a terrifying plan called Project 2025 that will take away our freedoms, ban abortion, contraceptives, IVF, and destroy our planet. Fight back. Register at voterizer.org and elect Democrats, who are the only party between us and this very un-American future. Thank you, Brian Volunteer. Simple. That's it. Might get some people to just say, okay, you know what? Let me look into this shit. Let me look into this, okay? Because like I said, a lot of people, you have to understand. I know it's tough for us to kind of fathom that people don't know what's going on, but some people just don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? They're not privy to it. They don't watch it. They're not seeing it all the time like we are. So who wants to speak to the manager? What the fuck is that? But anyways, I think it's important for the people to get involved. And again, big thank you to everybody that showed up. Let's see what the schmuck's going to say. I take a lot of time.
It on purpose, but actually I've heard it said about 7 different ways.
You have heard it said about 7 different ways, all from fucking assholes. Ignorant, incompetent assholes. Ignorant, incompetent, racist, bigoted, hateful, sexist, fucking misogynistic assholes have all said 7 different ways. That's where he's hearing it from.
There are a lot of ways. There are a lot of radical.
Sounds like he's going to say, never, radical, never fight uphill, me, never call Kamala uphill, me boys. He's just so stupid. All right, next. What else he got? What else is he saying? This stupid friggin'. He said, look, you can't even cover all of it. Look at all this. Look at all this. All stupid crap that he said. These are retweets. Let's see here. Oh yeah. This is where he denigrates Jewish people again. So we'll get to play that one. That's a good time always for Trump to denigrate
He's
Jews.
getting asked that question a lot. I said, how can a Jewish person or a person that loves Israel vote? Think of this. Vote for.
All right. Israel is not Jewish people. Jewish people are not Israel. Right? Am I right? I mean, why you are grouping American citizens of the Jewish faith into support for, blind support for Israel is beyond me. It's obviously disgusting, for him to question, to question somebody's vote, to question somebody's faith because of their vote is I don't know. It's outrageous to me, especially when they're not the group going out there and literally having there are people arrested daily for underage porn on the computers, for having inappropriate contact with minors in the church, stealing money from the church. There's a pattern, right? There's a pattern, and it doesn't seem to be in the mosques. It doesn't seem to be in the in any other religious establishment other than that one. So I think they need to fucking look inside and not outside.
These parties, I mean, how can they vote Democrat? How can they?
Because they're smart and they really understand that if you don't, their kids probably won't have a good future, and if they don't themselves, they won't have a good future for the rest of the time they're on this planet. It's pretty simple, really. Kind of easy. Are we doing, am I doing well now? Yes. Are people dying like they were under Donald Trump because of COVID? No. Are we stuck at home as we were under Donald Trump because of COVID? No. Have we added millions and millions and millions of jobs? Like nobody, at no point in this country's history have there been more people working than this morning. So I mean, so tomorrow morning, more people will go to work than ever before. Sunday, obviously, so not a lot of people are working, so it doesn't really work. But tomorrow, more people will go to work than ever before in this country's history, and that's because of the policies set forth with the Biden-Harris administration. Again, energy production through the roof, stock market through the roof, double what it was under Donald Trump. CHIPS Act, PACT Act, Inflation Reduction Act, American Rescue Plan, insulin $35. Oh, geez. I mean, the list goes on, Donald. The list goes on, and I'm already bored of this guy on this speech. So, let's see if we can find. I'm gonna do this. Let's go to RS. What's this one? This is RSBN. So we'll go to this. No, you can't see it yet. Hold on. You can see it in a sec. We'll go to videos. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll do this one because you already heard him say. You already heard him say that. Actually, no, you didn't hear. You didn't hear him say that yet. Holy shit. Let's see here. It's got to be coming. We've also achieved the pro-life movement. That's not it. Jewish people. That's not it. Oh yeah, he took a bullet. This is where he says he took a bullet. He takes a bullet for democracy. You gotta be shitting me. He
is not for democracy. I took a bullet for democracy. He didn't. And I
took a bullet. We're gonna have to have some sort of fucking definition on that one. All right. I am not sure you could claim that, sir. I am not sure you could claim that. I think there are people that would have some serious doubts and trouble with you claiming that have actually taken a bullet for democracy. Like the bullet entered their body and then probably exited again, considering the high capacity rounds. I think those people might have something to say, Donnie boy. Yeah.
I might have taken it because of their rhetoric. Who knows?
Right. So here's what I gotta say. Sorry, YouTube. How in the world can you blame Democrats when somebody quotes Hitler, when somebody acts like an authoritarian, when somebody says he's going to be a dictator on day one? How can you blame the Democrats for calling that out? And because we called that out, somehow it's our fault that your guy, a registered Republican, took a shot at you? What the fuck does that have to do with us? Leave me the fuck out of it, Chief.
I was
What the fuck's it got to do with me? Girl. I didn't tell you to quote fucking Mein Kampf. You know what I mean? I didn't tell you to fucking have a book of Hitler's speeches on your nightstand. I didn't tell you to do that shit. But you did. Let's see here. Isn't this the one where he says, what did I already miss it? Oh, here it is. Here we go. Here's the big one. 69 million times this has been seen. 69 million times. Holy shit. Ready? And here we go.
Four more years, you know what?
Fuck up until I tell you to play. All right. So this is Donald Trump addressing what he perceives to be a Christian audience and wants to, align himself with that. Why don't I see the comments? There's no comments in there. Zero comments. Oh, there they are. They're back. They're back. All right. So this is where basically he just again says the quiet part out loud. And yeah, there's just no other way to explain that one. So here you go.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine.
It'll be fixed. Why will it be fixed? There's a lot of ways that you can interpret fixed. Fixed as in, maybe it was broken and now is not broken, or fixed as in the fix is in, as in, maybe coerced by a certain group or person to, get the outcome, or not even need an outcome at all. Like you just said, probably not even have to vote at all. The largest, isn't this the largest group of people on the face of the planet? Is the fucking Catholic Church, Christians and shit. Am I wrong? I don't know. I've been out of it a long time, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but I know it's a fucking shitload of people. And to tell that many people in this country that you're not going to have to vote, something's going on there. Something's going on there. Either you are just the shittiest politician and nominee to become president in this country in the history of fucking politics, or the fix is in. You be the judge. I don't know. Maybe we should hear it again.
You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian.
Kind of sounds like he said, I'm not Christian. I know he says, I'm a Christian. I know he says, I'm a Christian, but I think what he wanted to say and what he really meant to say is, I'm not a Christian.
You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I'm a
fucking Christian. You wouldn't believe it. I would lick Jesus' fucking feet right now. I'm Christian. Arriba-doo-ah. Oh, I love it when he just has no clue what the fuck he's talking about, yet he tries to speak in such fine detail. Like, at least somebody that doesn't know something would be smart enough to be like, okay, don't go into too much detail, just kind of fucking, be generic, be, broad, speak in broad brushes. That way you don't look like an asshole if you don't know anything. You know what I mean? This guy, he just doesn't have that fucking button to turn on. He's just like, yep, my uncle was at MIT, motherfucker. I am a nuclear physicist. I know more than you do. I do, because my uncle was at MIT. I gotta know more than you do. How the fuck? We gotta know more than you do. It has to be. It has to be. Oh my God. All right, let's see here. Just one more time. Look.
And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote.
Just weird. Just fucking weird behavior. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking strange, odd behavior. Odd fucking behavior. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this bullshit here. View this tab instead. Wait, I gotta mute it for a second till I find out where he comes on. He comes on here. We'll just do a little bit of this, and then I want to get into the Minnesota, because the Minnesota is the main fucking ridiculousness. So let's check out what he has to flub and fix and fake what he knows about Bitcoin.
They cannot do this. They cannot do this. What they did just now with that attack is terrible. Just happened. And so to all, God bless everybody. This is so serious. They have to respect our country.
He's speaking about the attack on Israel that happened just before he went on stage, in case you're wondering.
This would never have happened with us, and we just cannot let it continue. So we just wish him all a lot of luck. This happened to us as I'm walking on the stage. Most of you have heard about it, but it's a terrible thing. But I'm thrilled to be here in Nashville to become the first American president ever to address a Bitcoin event anywhere in the world.
In the last one to ever address a Bitcoin convention or a fucking conference in the history of the world. Because get the fuck out of here. How many sex traffickers are in that audience? I'm sorry. Gotta say it. I'm sorry. How many Bitcoins have been used for nefarious uses, for nefarious ways to get around governmental processes in the eyes of the government? Fuck off.
Anywhere in the world. I want to thank David Bailey for inviting me. Special guy. You know, this whole love affair sort of started. David, about 4 months ago, was at Mar-a-Lago. I took a picture with him. I mean, he's a nice looking guy. He's okay. He's out here someplace. But I took a picture. It got published, Trump and David Bailey. All of a sudden, your industry went through the roof. So, David, congratulations. Whatever the hell you do, you did a hell of a job. But as well as all of the Bitcoin luminaries and legends here, you have a legends in this room. They really
No idea what he's talking about.
Congratulations. Would the legends please stand up? Oh, everyone's standing anyway.
Good. Nice one, Donald. Nice one. Good one. Good one. In a standing crowd, tell them to stand up.
That's nice. I used to say, sit down, everybody, sit down. But it's nice when they stand, including Tyler and Cameron. Do you know who that is?
Oh, the Winklevi. Oh, the Winklevi. Bastards.
Winklevoss. These are great guys. They look like male models with a brain, you know?
Yeah. Central casting. Central casting. Ugh.
They're male models with a big, beautiful brain.
Oh, I hate when he says it. It's just, it sounds like a little baby. You got a big, beautiful brain. You do got a big, beautiful brain. I like your brain. It's big, beautiful.
Michael Saylor is here. Kathy Wood. Oh.
Man, shut the fuck up. I can't go through the fucking hellos.
And by the way, Kid Rock was incredible at the.
Just pulled that out of fucking
convention. You probably saw him. You saw him? He was great. He was great. Another one, Jake Paul. You don't want to fight this guy.
He's got just all the all-stars there, huh? All the finest people. All he knows only the best people, folks. Only the best people, because he has only the best words. And words like this.
When I wanted to refute it, they said, sir, don't dignify it with a rebuttal. Refutal or a rebuttal? What the hell word would that be? Rebuttal? What they'll say, he didn't know rebuttal or refutal, but they don't know either. No words. I have the best words.
Oh, it gets me every time. It gets me every time. Refutal or rebuttal? They don't know either if it's refutal or rebuttal. Yes, we do. It's rebuttal. Oh, God, man. Let's go, Kamala. Let's fucking go.
You know, you don't want to fight. He's got a big fight coming with Mike Tyson, but he's glad he didn't fight Mike.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He's a presidential candidate speaking at a Bitcoin convention, talking about Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson. What the fuck is going on?
When Mike was 19, he told me that today. But he's a fantastic guy, very talented guy in a lot of ways. Governor Joe Lombardo, who's fantastic, and we're
he's still fucking thanking people. What the fuck?
Tim Scott. And
I don't know why everything he says is so funny to me now. He's a fucking moron. Oh, I love it. Get out of here with these hellos. I don't care.
Bernie Moreno.
He's still thanking people. Half the speech is just thank yous to fucking the most decrepit, disgusting, degenerate people on earth.
Us make America great again. That's what we're doing.
That's what they're doing. They still cannot name a time in which America was better than it is now, but unfortunately somehow they think they want to recreate what they did. What they want another pandemic, basically, is what he's saying. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you for gifted 5 memberships. That is awfully friggin' nice of you. I appreciate it. And to everybody who's donated and to everybody who's super chatted, super thanks. Bought me a Gatorade on Venmo, which is up somewhere in this region, up in that corner, up in that one. If you want to do that, that's fine. Just a quick thank you to you guys. I appreciate you for keeping this channel running. You are the best. Literally the only way that I keep this channel running. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I stand before you today filled with respect and admiration for what the Bitcoin community has achieved. It's incredible, actually. I sort of say to my sons, it's like incredible because they know so much about it. It's so this.
Wow. Go figure. I mean, to think that Don Jr. and Eric would be somehow involved in the sketchiest of all fucking financial, trade, any way to trade money without fucking being known with, anonymous trading. Leave it to fucking Don Jr. and Eric to know all the fucking disgusting actors and players and know a lot about it. Jesse Ventura. I tried to send I didn't try to. I forgot to send Hal. There was Jesse Ventura was on. I think he was on Piers Morgan or something like that. And he was on some show recently that I saw a clip, and he's talking about the Hulk, where he's talking about that he was pissed off because Vince McMahon, something about unions, and Vince McMahon said that the Hulk told Vince McMahon that Jesse Ventura was against unions, and then Jesse Ventura says, "Well, that doesn't make any sense." And I don't do a fucking Jesse like Hal does, but give me a fucking break here. I'm a fucking Irish guy from Boston. I do plumbing. Give me a break. He's an actor. He knows how to do it. But, he says that, the Hulk made basically more than every other wrestler combined there. So if you combined everything what all the other wrestlers there made, the Hulk made, Hulk Hogan made more than that. So why the fuck would he want a union? Definitely wouldn't be happening if there was a union. So it wasn't Jesse, but the whole thing's funny. So it's funny that you brought it up in the chat. I appreciate it. Oh, D, let's go, D. Appreciate you. Let's fucking go. 20 memberships. So if you are lucky enough to receive a membership, one of these 20 memberships from D, can you please just throw out a thank you in the chat to D, show your appreciation. And again, if you have received a gifted membership and you find yourself coming back, please think about renewing the membership so that we don't have just like a huge shop drop off. If a lot of gifted memberships, you know how it goes. Just think about it. If you're still here all the time, if you find yourself coming back every Sunday, probably the largest group we've had so far, at least for a live audience. So thank you guys for that. I very much appreciate it. Make sure you're hitting the like button, share it out. Thank you guys for coming back. That's all. I don't know. I think that's the biggest form of flattery in this business is just people returning to see your content. Oh, hold on. I missed one. Roxy. Let's see. Let's fucking go, Brian. Say hello to my mom, Betty, who only calls Orange Clown Turd that asshole. Happy Sunday, Brian Tolches and lobsters. Well, Betty, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have the exact, I think we'd get along very well. Let's put it that way. I think we'd have a beer together. We'd enjoy talking about the fat orange crusted buffoon in only ways that we can. So Betty, appreciate you. Love you. Rocks, thank you so much for being here. You are the best. Can't thank you guys enough. I really can't for the show of support that you guys have shown me since I've started this. Peter, what do you got? Pete Buttigieg destroyed Pierce on his show about Kamala not bringing up the assassination attempt. Yep. Dude, Pete he knows how to do it. He really does. He just knows how to do it. He said he had a good clip on Fox as well. There's actually a whole Piers Morgan interview, right, that I watched, and let's see if I can show it to you. Let's see, which one am I showing? Am I showing you this one? Yeah. So I'll go here, and it's three atrocious people. Let me put it that way. 3 absolute degenerate scumbags but one of them is absolutely destroying the other two. And I think a very in a way that we could mimic in a way that we could replicate and it would be effective. Let me see if I can find my history. And again, I know you're going to be like, why the fuck would we listen to these people? So just bear with me. That's what you're going to say right here. Can you see this? I'm going to share this tab instead and we'll go back. Can you see it? Let me see. I got to make myself bigger. Oops, sorry, Peter. Left you up there, buddy. So I make myself bigger for a sec just so you can see my check this out. And you already know which one it is. Kamala, it's this one. Piers Morgan Uncensored. Ready? With George Santos. I won't play it. I won't play it. I just want to see the headlines.
Sorry,
well,
Piers,
listen,
was that
I'm a
me?
little bit hesitant to say that.
Fuck. Stop playing. All right, so it's George Santos. What's his name? Anthony Weiner's, Tommy Lahren. But the first like 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes is George Santos, Anthony Weiner, and Piers Morgan going back and forth. And Anthony Weiner, as shitty as the guy is, as fucking disgusting as all three of them are, absolutely destroys George Santos and Piers Morgan on this whole issue of Kamala, Biden, the whole thing. And then they bring in Tommy Lahren and Brian Tyler Cohen, and Brian Tyler Cohen does an even better job at getting our points across. So it's not going to have time to do that today, but definitely something that you should check out, that interview at least from the beginning, and then when Brian Tyler Cohen comes in, because it's great fucking, it's a great watch. Okay, back to this. Everything's starting. Uh-oh. Why'd that do that? I don't want that to happen. Help. SOS. Am I back? Am I here? Hello? Hello? Thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up. My whole computer just went black, so am I still up? I'm here. You can hear me? I'm good. We're good. All right. You're here. I see. Pam says. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. No worries. No worries. Tyler Clayton is a troll. All right. Let him troll as long as he's not trolling violently or being discriminatory or bigot and sexist or anything like that. We know the rule. I don't know. I'm explaining it to you. Guys know it better than I do. You guys are better than I am at this. So all right. Well, let's go with this shit show. Which one is it? This one? Let's go.
So aware of it, much more so than people that are a little bit older. But I say this is the steel industry of 100 years ago. It really is. I think you're just in your infancy. I can see it happening.
This is the steel industry of 100 years ago, talking about Bitcoin and the potential of Bitcoin. Unbelievable comparison on that one.
In just 15 years, Bitcoin has gone from merely an idea posted anonymously on an internet message board to being the 9th most valuable asset anywhere in the world. Can you?
How do they get that figure? What does that mean? The 9th most valuable asset in the world. First off, can't be fucking true even remotely, right? There's just no fucking possible way. Anybody? Does anybody know more about Bitcoin than I do? There's just no fucking chance. Right? And I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at you guys because I don't know much about Bitcoin. All right, we got a nope. We got no way. Now is the best time to buy gold Bitcoin. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What is a gold Bitcoin? Crypto is a scam. I mean, it works. It's not a scam per se, but you can use it to do scams. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can use it for I did use it for, like, when I used to gamble on certain websites. You could exchange your money into Bitcoin and then use the Bitcoin to do that. It was like it'd be like 0.00000000126 of a Bitcoin or something. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
You believe that? Is that right?
No, it's not right. I mean, he doesn't even know. It's just in the teleprompter, so we read it, and then he has to ask the question afterwards. Is that right? I don't know. It says it right fucking here. I read it. Is it right? I don't know.
That's a big deal. Think of that. It's already bigger than Exxon.
Hold on, Mark. What do we got? What's going on with Adam? Adam, my man. What's up, brother? What's happening? I'm looking for one of you. Let's go. I don't know what you're saying. Yes, I am, but I can guarantee no, you're not. We'll love you, Adam. Appreciate your services, my brother. Thank you for being here. One of the OGs. OG Adam. You might have to change your screen name, Adam, to OG Adam Westish, if you can. If you might want to. If you don't have to, you can't. You can't. You don't have to. Just a thought. Just a thought.
On mobile, soon it will be surpassing the entire market cap of silver. It's not bad. How about gold? How about gold? Let's go gold.
Let's go gold. Yeah, soon Donald Trump's going to have he's going to have to remove his gold toilet and put in a Bitcoin toilet. Just going to be a toilet made of fucking Bitcoin. His whole 757 going to be Bitcoins all over. Fucking guy.
And one day it probably.
What's it say? Somebody said current total crypto market cap is currently $2.4 trillion. All right, so obviously a shitload, but is there not 8 more valuable things on Earth? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying, does she have me blocked? Oops, sorry. I hate jumping into the comments like that.
Probably will overtake gold, but based on the way it's going now, it could very well be a possibility. There's never been anything like it, and I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. And most people have no idea what the hell it is. You know that.
Oh, there's nothing better than speaking at a convention and telling the convention that nobody knows what the fuck you do, what it is, what it's for. Oh, it's so good. He only said that because he has no fucking idea what it is. Thank you, Chaz. Or is it Chess? Chess here? I like that. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Very nice of you. Thank you. Whoa, we got Trump 2024. I saw it. Billy Brooks. What's up, my man? Appreciate you watching. If you want to hop out and hit that thumbs up, you can. There's also a thumbs down you can hit. I think that helps me too. But leave a comment and a reason why you're going to vote for Donald Trump. Please and thank you. And let's not hop. Let's not jump on people. Let's give him an opportunity, see what he says, why he might be voting for Donald Trump. And then we can pick apart the policy and not the person. Please and thank you. Continue.
Right? So what happens when they figure it out? That's going to really be something. Bitcoin is not just a marvel of technology. As you know, it's a miracle of cooperation and human achievement. And a lot of relationships that are formed. I just did a meeting, a roundtable with a lot of the leaders, and it's amazing. There's a great camaraderie. It's really interesting.
Billy Brooks says money. Well, can then you explain to me why the stock market is double what it was under Donald Trump? Can you explain to me that Donald Trump is one of only, 2 presidents that left with less jobs than when he started? Do you know that Joe Biden's created, 18 million jobs? 15 million. I'll say 15, so I'm on the low end. Just throwing that out there. If you're talking about money, look at your 401k. Wages have outpaced inflation. Inflation is down. Prices of goods are down. So if you're talking about money, there's a reason why you should definitely vote for Kamala Harris. Thank you.
Interesting. There's competition, but there's a relationship. There's a friendship that's developed with a lot of these people. I noticed it. I don't usually see that too often. I see the opposite, actually.
Billy, I'm just curious, is money more important than hanging out with sexual predators? Do you know Ghislaine Maxwell, what she did, how she trafficked young women? Do you remember when Donald Trump said this?
You criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach.
Well, is
funny.
In prison.
Strange that somebody would admit that. And strange that somebody would wish a sexual predator, a sexual trafficker, the mistress in fucking Madame of one of the most well-known pedophiles in the history of the world. It's funny. It's awful funny that he would know and have met him.
They want to get each other. They want to kill each other. These guys.
Oh, maybe a poor choice of words. Like less than 2 weeks after somebody possibly hit you with glass.
Have a great feeling.
very smart people too. Congratulations on all that you've accomplished. This room is amazing. The people in this room, high IQ individuals. I'm running against a low IQ individual, her. I'm not even talking about him, her. I got
Nice, always nice. Again, there's a way to run against a woman, and I would advise any politician that's, thinking about getting into politics, getting into maybe the presidential race, to not run against women like this, not call them low IQ people. Probably doesn't help with your, the whole suburban women attempt either. Just saying. I don't know. Probably not the best. When you've lost Tommy Lahren, who, was on Fox, and several other people are on Fox talking about how JD Vance has been an absolute detriment, in that talking about women this way is not a way to win an election. So when you've lost Tommy fucking Lahren, you've lost the plot.
low IQ individual. The reason I've come to address the Bitcoin community today can be summed up in two very simple.
Listen to how to end in today is can summed up in he doesn't sound very good to me, dude. Doesn't sound very good to me. And the fact that they were going after Joe Biden consistently at his age and his his speaking abilities and all that, only fair play, right? Only fair play that now, when there were two people that the United States agreed were too old to run, that now one of them has dropped out, and now there's only one guy up there that's too old to run, and it's this motherfucker. There's only one guy that the American public now thinks that doesn't have the mental capacity, doesn't have the cognitive ability to be president of the United States of America, and it's this motherfucker now. So, sorry.
Simple words, America first. Because if we don't do it, China's going to be doing, others are going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right, China, because we all know China, woo, their economy has just done nothing but take off. It's grown at every step under Joe Biden. We have just not been able. What'd you say? 4 trillion. Oh, all of them left. All right, I'm being told, I guess, that China's economy has tanked, I guess, somewhere in the area of $4 trillion and possibly more since Joe Biden. Okay, right. Yeah, I guess Joe Biden has done more to decouple the United States from China than any other president in history. Is that right? Okay, right. I guess. Okay, right. That's what he said.
And do it right. My vision is for an America that dominates the future. We have the best economy, the highest standard of living.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Dominates the future. We have the best economy.
Right now, you acknowledge that. Is that an acknowledgement that we have the best economy in the history of the world right now? One more time on that one. I'm sorry.
For an America that dominates the future. We have the best economy, the highest standard of living, the safest and most beautiful cities.
All right. I mean, I couldn't make a better case myself for voting for Democrats, right? Fucking, we could just end it there. That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. So things aren't on fire, right? So we're not a crumbling society. We're not a failing nation. We're not the
big, fat, sloppy United States.
We're not that, is what you're saying. Can I just one more time? I'm sorry. Can I just get that again, sir? One more time.
My vision is for an America that dominates the future. We have the best economy.
We do have the best economy.
The highest standard of
We do have the highest standard of living.
the safest and most beautiful cities.
Can't argue with that.
And by the way, when I say safest, our cities are going to hell right now.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. All right.
Our cities are going to hell. We're going to fix our cities. We're going
You just said we had the most beautiful cities.
to work with Democrats that have destroyed our cities, but we'll work with them and we're going to get our cities back. We're going to bring our country back.
From where? On top? What? Why? What are you doing? What are you talking about?
And we really were the freest and the most ambitious, most dynamic nation ever to exist on Earth, and we're going to get that back again because we're not there now.
No, we are there now. That's actually exactly where we are, to tell you the truth. If you want to know, you've hit the nail right on that's literally where we are right now. The envy of the world, the fastest growing economy, the fastest to recover from the pandemic. Right now. Producing more energy, drilling more oil. Right now. Stock market, twice what it was when you were president. Right now. What the fuck?
We're a nation in decline. You know it. We know it.
No, you can tell me. You can tell the group of people as much as you want. Just because you say it doesn't make it true. Well, I love when he told people that they saw that the RNC convention had the best viewer ratings. Like he said that. You saw that. No, they didn't see that because it didn't fucking happen. 20 million less people watched it or something like that. It was down fucking it was down a significant percentage compared to previous RNC conventions. So the fact that you can tell people they saw that doesn't mean that they saw that.
Doesn't sound nice, but it's okay because we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back fast. Right now, it's
because we're already there, which means you don't have to do shit, and then you can claim to have already brought it back, which is the game plan. Make it seem like everything is shit. That way, if and when, in his mind, he were to get back in the office, he doesn't have to do anything, and then he could just claim everything's fixed because it's already we're already. You know what I mean? Come on, fascist playbook, authoritarian playbook number one.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing what's
It is
happened.
embarrassing.
Even today, when you look at what we just said, that would never have
When you take a look at what we just said,
happened if they respected our country. If we don't embrace crypto and Bitcoin technology, China will, other countries will, they'll dominate, and we cannot let China dominate. They are making too much progress as it.
they are making real huge strides in killing their own civilians, in, I don't know, making it a total police state controlled by cameras and AI with subjugation camps and concentration camps for the Uyghurs. And, they will take, you know what? Don't believe me, because Donald says China's killing it.
It is. And
Unfortunately, it's just what he means by killing it is their own citizens, unfortunately.
we want them to be successful. I don't want China to be successful, but we have to be the most successful. That's what's gonna happen. I want the United States to be first in technology, first in science, first in manufacturing, first in artificial intelligence, and first in space.
I just don't have a fucking clue or a plan on Earth on how to get there. Oh, wait, we're there. Right.
At MIT, my uncle.
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. His fucking uncle with his fucking uncle. Like he's got a high IQ by touch because he hugged his uncle one time. That means the IQ transferred, like the movie Seven. No, not the movie Seven. What's the movie where the evil spirit travels by touch? Fuck, what movie is that? It's definitely not Seven. I know it's not Seven. Seven's a great movie. Different plot though. Osmosis, is that the movie? No. That doesn't sound right. It's a movie where it's like time is on my side. Yes, it is. Fallen? Is that what it is? I think it's Fallen. Good call, Naomi. Good call. Nope. Fallen. That's the right one. And it kind of like passes through touch, and the people are like, what the fuck? And then he sings, time is on my side. Yes, it is. I wonder if this mic makes me sing. No, it doesn't. All right. Anyway, sorry.
Was a professor there, Dr. John Trump. He would have fit in with this room very nicely, actually. That's why I mentioned it. And I believe he was the longest serving professor in the history of MIT. He graduated. We have a very intelligent family, actually.
Oh, Jesus. Yep. If you've ever heard Don Jr. speak, the first thing that comes to mind at any turn when he opens his lips is intelligence, folks. I'm sure that's just top of your mind, right on your lips, what you're about to say. When you look at Eric Trump speak, you're like, that is an intelligent motherfucker right there. Woo! Now, I don't know if it skipped generations. I don't know. The reports seem to be that Barron's a smart kid, and that Don Jr.'s kids may have a fucking brain on him. So I don't know. Maybe they got the other side of the genes. Who knows? What's up, Robin? Hold on. I missed you. Where are you? Robin says, B, watch when he gets applause for saying he will fire SEC head. It's his border wall 2.0. Let's see if I get to it. I'm only going to watch a little bit more of this, and then I want to get onto the Minnesota one.
He graduated
But thank you for your contributions and watching the channel, Robin. You're the best. I do appreciate it. If we get to it, I'll definitely check out that part.
Tremendously. I think he has 3 different degrees, but they said, would you like to stay on?
Did he just say he graduated tremendously?
He graduated. We have a very intelligent family, actually. He graduated tremendously. I think.
What?
Very intelligent family, actually. He graduated tremendously.
Graduated tremendously. Tell me you have no fucking idea what you're talking about without actually telling me you have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I think he has 3 different degrees, but they said, would you like to stay on, John, and be a professor? Well, I've got a lot of offers, I assume he said, but I've got a lot of offers. Well,
I assume he said he's riffing, he's making shit up. He's just making it up. I assume he said that. I don't know. Nobody ever said that. Or nor was I, taking part in any of these meetings, but I'm assuming that's what happened.
He was there for, I believe, 41 years. When I was in the White House, the head of MIT came to see me, and they presented me with a book on.
Nobody's worked at MIT longer than 41 years. Hold on. I think I got something for that.
All I smell is your bullshit.
Right. Correct. Correct.
My uncle, he was a legendary guy in the academic world and in the world of MIT. So I understand a lot about what you're doing, and I have great respect for highly intelligent people.
Because I am not one. Hence, that's what that implies. I just want you to hope you caught that one. Implying he is not one.
A lot about what you're doing, and I have great respect for highly intelligent people. And you are highly intelligent.
I'm not. You are. But somehow I'm up on the podium speaking to you. Isn't that weird? What a world we live in.
America's destiny is to lead our rivals in everything and to surrender our industries to no one. Some of you are involved with AI, but you also have the same thing. You need a thing called electricity.
Oh my God. Is this we need quadruple the amount of electricity the United States now has the capacity for, and that it cost, let me guess, it cost $9 billion to put in 2 stations down in South somewhere, which is fucking ridiculous to say. Is this what's going on?
You need a lot of electricity. AI needs to be really dominant. And China can do it much easier. We have environmental impact statements to do, but we're going to do things that nobody thought were possible. You need tremendous amounts of electricity. You need double the electricity of the entire electricity that we have right now.
What? What? Oh my God. What? Double electricity. Oh.
Now in the United States to dominate, and we'll get that done. Who would think we can get that done? But we're going to get it done. We'll be having power plants built at the sites. We'll be releasing people from certain ridiculous requirements, and we'll be using fossil fuel to make electricity.
So I just wanted to be clear, the requirements he's talking about are the requirements put on these companies so that they don't poison water, so they don't build in certain areas that might affect communities. Those type of regulations are what he's talking about. So he's just going to build power plants wherever the fuck he wants.
Because we're going to have to. We'll be using nuclear. We'll be doing it in an environmentally.
will be using nuclear. Wow.
Friendly way, but we will be creating.
Thank you for getting rid of that comment. Whoever got it. You got, oh, no, you didn't. Hold on. Seth has a comment on there I'd like taken down, please, if anybody could handle that one. Seth, we're not going to use that language around here, please. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, but that word's not going to be tolerated around here.
So much electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it. You'll be begging me, no more electricity, sir.
There's so much to unpack in that one. There is just so much to unpack here.
Electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it.
What
Call
the
them dumps,
fuck?
big, massive dumps.
No words. I have the best words.
Come on, dude. You be begging me because you have too much electricity. Oh, wow, guys. Wow.
You'll be begging me, no more electricity.
Oh, Christ almighty. Why? How is this a thing? How is this a thing? How is this a fucking thing? How is this guy standing up on a podium right now with people cheering him, with fucking anybody sitting in those seats? How is that a thing?
Sir, we have enough. We have enough. You know, in the Midwest, they just opened, it was very interesting. They just
I knew it. It was coming. I knew it.
opened up 2 chargers. You know, a charger for
How much do they cost, Donald? Please explain to me how much these charges cost. Because I was just recently in California where I saw about fucking 1 billion fucking charges, which means it cost 100 quadrillion bajillion dollars to put those charges in, I guess. I don't know. Tell me about it.
it was very interesting. They just opened up 2 chargers, you know, a charger for the electric cars. And you know, I love Elon. He's great. He endorsed me and great endorsement and everything.
What happened with that 45 million he was going to give you every month?
Else, but not everybody has to have an electric car. I told them that. So we're going to get rid of that mandate if you don't mind. Some people want gasoline propelled cars. Some people
Nothing really chaps my ass like trying to end a policy that doesn't fucking exist. What policy are you talking about? You say it in every speech. People cheer for it. What policy is this? What policy? Because I have not received anything in the mail thus far telling me I am required, if I am going to purchase a new vehicle, to have it be a fucking electric vehicle, you stupid bastard. What policy?
want a hybrid.
Damn.
And some people like an electric car. They're great. I think they're great. I think
They're great if you don't want to go far. If you don't have to go far, they're great.
what he's done is great. And
Meanwhile, again, I think he's like stuck. Like he doesn't understand that like how much these things have progressed, like how much the science and how much the Now why would we do that? Now why? Come on. Can we get that one taken down too, please? That's the exact word we're talking about. We're not going to have in here. I don't know why we feel like it's necessary that we have to use it. It's not 1993. Please, come on. Can you have a little bit more fucking respect for people that may have a disability in the chat, that may be watching with a disability? It's pretty fucking ridiculous that I have to say that in my own chat. It's ridiculous. But I'm not going to stand for it, so I'll tell you that much.
I think he understands it. I guess he probably wouldn't have endorsed me. He knows where I am in this, but he did. And it's just.
Thank you guys. And yeah, believe me, mods, you guys are fucking fantastic. Believe me, I appreciate you guys. So just, I know it's impossible to get every single one, so don't worry about it. Not a big deal.
Just like they did these chargers in the Midwest. There are 8 of them. They spent $9 billion.
Nope, they didn't. They just didn't. They just fucking didn't. It just didn't happen. It just didn't take $9 billion to build 2 chargers anywhere in this country. I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up. Next.
To build 8 chargers to charge up a car.
Nope.
And at that rate, it would cost approximately $12 trillion to put the charges
And I just totally made that number up in my head.
around. Somehow that's not working. The country would have to file for Chapter 11.
Which you know a lot about.
We'll do a chapter. It's called Chapter 7 instead of
Oh, I told you. You do know a lot about it. You do.
for Chapter 11, but it's the equivalent. No, we have to use our brain. We are the party of common sense.
Yes. That's what everybody always says. It's common sense to have JD Vance as your running mate, who, prior to being, possibly the vice president of the United States, said, "I hate cops." Now he's running for the party that seems to say that they back the police. I don't know. Does that seems not like common sense to me. I don't know.
Okay. We have to have common sense. But what we do have to do is we have to produce tremendous.
What we do have to do. So eloquent, folks. What does he say? What's he say?
But there's no better word than stupid.
Electric for AI.
Oh my God. Thank you to the 1,200, almost 1,300 people that are watching right now on all platforms. I do appreciate it, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Twitch or YouTube. Please make sure you hit the like or whatever it is on that platform. Make sure you're sharing it out. You guys are the best. Thank you. Huge crowd here today. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
And for all of the other things, including the things that you're doing, and we'll get it produced, and we're going to get it produced fast, or we're not going to be able to compete with China and other countries. So we're going to get it produced fast. This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet.
All right. Well, I'm done with that one. I'm done with that one. I'm bored. We'll move. Let's go to the Minnesota one. Let's see what he had to say in Minnesota. Hey, Minnesota, we got the Quebec. Actually, it's not the Quebec Nordiques there. It's the Montreal Canadiens symbol for the hockey team on the wall. Yeah, to Minnesota. Let's see here. Videos. Here we go. He's in St. Cloud, Minnesota. He's speaking to the people there in Minnesota. What I find really weird about this is that JD Vance does come out, but he does not give a speech. He just pretty much announces Donald Trump, and then he leaves there. Pretty weird. I don't know why that would be there. But don't you know, it's how they do things in Minnesota, I do believe. So let's listen in.
All right. Isn't she lovely?
She is lovely. It's just unfortunate that every single one of your supporters, or Trump supporters, I should say, despises the fact that you have a brown wife. I just have to point that out. I'm sorry. She is beautiful. Absolutely. She's probably wonderful. It's just a shame that everybody that you're now speaking to can't stand the fact that she has dark skin.
I'm gonna pay for that later.
I'm gonna.
But without further ado,
I don't like, why bring him out? Why bring him out to say fucking that his thank you to his wife and to bring out Donald Trump? That's it? Like no speech whatsoever? Is that not strange to anybody? The fact that he didn't give even like a 5-minute, a 2-minute. Yeah, what's his name? Hold on. What's his name?
We've endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great. We've endorsed JP, right? JD Mandel, and he's doing great.
He is doing great, that little dolphin fucker. Oh, baby, is that dolphin fucker doing good? He just cannot decide whether as soon as his dick leaves the couch, it's right into a dolphin. Oh, it's too easy with him. Oh, my God. Somebody's going to have to buy fucking JP Mandel Vance, Shady Vance, a fucking dolphin-shaped couch. Oh, for Christmas. That's his Christmas present. Oh, they call him Flipper. Oh, it's too good. It's too good.
I want to introduce my friend, my running mate, the biggest fighter for this country and the working men and women of this country we've ever seen, and the next president.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. Hi, Siha. How are you? Please don't vomit. I'm sorry if I'm causing you stomach convulsions. I apologize. Hi, John Smith. What's going on? Rob, how are you? Thaco, Robert, Kelly, Jane, Phil. Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, so basically we're just hopping into, if you're just joining us, as Blunt Politics. I'm Boston Brian. I appreciate you joining me here. Basically the political podcast where we just kind of run down the political events and the news stories and everything else in a way where normal individuals, people that aren't, Rhodes scholars and the people that have worked in camp, whatever it is, just normal guys, normal way to speak about it, normal way to talk about it, covering the facts, calling out the bullshit, that type of thing. Basically, we're getting into Trump's St. Cloud, Minnesota speech that he had. We just got through covering some of the other bullshit that he went through this weekend. I think he spoke at Palm Beach and what was the other one? Nashville was the other one. So he's making the rounds. He's making the rounds. None of it's making sense. None of it's coherent. None of it's policies, but he's in different places. I'll give him that.
Of the United States, Donald.
And now I got to mute it. So hold on. One sec. Minnesota.
Before we
Minnesota.
begin, I want to condemn the evil attack on Israel.
All right, you already talked about that. We'll fast forward. He'll do his thank yous. We'll get through a little bit of the beginning.
It's negative leadership. It must galvanize Republicans, Democrats, independents, conservatives, progressives, libertarians, and everybody else to put strength, respect, and power back in.
Because we all saw how well it went for Donald Trump at the Libertarian convention that he spoke at. He just was received and loved. Nobody was yelling. Nobody told him to go F himself. Just nothing but unity. Almost like the unity we saw on January 6th that Donald Trump describes, how it was just a peaceful, loving, caring, gun-filled, knife-filled, bear spray-filled, dildo-filled event. Everybody drank alcohol, got shit-faced, shat on the walls in the Capitol. It was just all love, really, basically. If you listen to Donald Trump, that is.
Into the USA where it belongs. This attack, just like the attack on October 7th or the Ukraine-Russia war, think of it, nor would country-busting inflation. Inflation is destroying.
Turpy. Oh my God. Right on top of it. How do I get that to myself? How do I send that? How can I send that? That is fucking too funny. I'm going to save it. Right? All right. So I'll let this play. I'll do it in the background. Sorry, I'm talking.
Destroying our country. None of it would have.
Thank you, Robert. Robert just sent me $5 for a coffee on Venmo. That was fucking very nice of you, Robert. Appreciate that. And to anybody else who's done that, that's just really, honestly, a heartwarming feeling to have somebody care about you that much and care about the values and the show that much to want to support it. So thank you so much. Let me get this behind the scenes. You'll really enjoy this photo that I'm about to show you. So listen to this asshole.
Happened. It would have never happened if we were president. It wouldn't have happened. It's a dangerous and terrible time for the world. And it's almost the entire fault of incompetent Biden-Harris administration. She who says that she wasn't the border czar. She wasn't the border czar for 3.
No such position. No such position exists. You can say it all you want. And you can say that she didn't go to the border, but the fact is she went down to Central and South America to take care of the actual fucking issues, where the actual issues are starting. You don't take care of the fucking symptoms. Okay, you don't just go to the wall where the problem's happening. You got to fix the problem. Why is this problem happening? It's because of shit going on back here, which is what she actually attempted to fix as an actual leader with actual knowledge of how to fucking take care of these issues.
3 years she was the border czar. She let it be known, I am the border czar. Then she never went to the border. She's terrible. She's worse than he is, I'll tell you right now. I want to be nice. They all say, I think he's changed. I think he's changed since 2 weeks ago. Something affected him. No, I haven't changed. Maybe I've gotten worse, actually, because I get angry.
Hello, fucking mouth. This is foot. Insert foot into fucking mouth. Like, is there any... Oh, it's just a direct contradiction of everything he should be saying in order to exploit the media's ability or the media's willingness to give this guy a fucking free ride, okay? So the words that just came out of his mouth are the dumbest fucking things he could possibly say in his position. The dumbest. It totally wipes out every single thing that the media has been saying. All that fucking love and all that bullshit about Donald Trump talking about unity and all this fucking bullshit. Totally wipes it out.
No, I haven't changed. Maybe I've gotten worse, actually, because I get angry at the...
Awesome. Great. That's just what we want. That's just what we want. A fucking guy that changes depending on how angry he is. So let's give him the nuclear codes, why don't we? Let's give him the fucking briefcase. Put his fucking finger on the trigger. Give him the button. In case he gets mad, you know what I mean? We don't want to mix it up with his Diet Coke button that he has. That's just another fucking thing we got to worry about. What if he mixes it up with the Diet Coke button? Oh, shit. I meant to press the Diet Coke, but I actually nuked Russia. You stupid son of a bitch.
The incompetence that I witness every single day, the way
you must have a lot of fucking mirrors wherever you go.
Millions of people are pouring into our country. And that's the thing that must change. And it must change quickly. It's great to be back in this beautiful state with thousands of proud, hardworking American patriots. As you know, 6 days ago, we officially defeated the worst president in the history of the United States, crooked Joe Biden. Have you heard of him? Have you heard of him?
You didn't defeat anything. You didn't defeat somebody who pulled themselves out of the race for their own reasons, for their own party's reasons. It had nothing to do with you, you bastard. And I just wanted to show this. Chirpy sent me this, and I think it's fucking hilarious, and I think you all deserve to see it. This right here is what I'll be sending JD Vance for Christmas. This is his new office lounge. I might even put that behind his desk. I might even get him a big, maybe like a prosthetic flipper or something that he could stick his dick in. Excuse me. Sorry. My apologies. That was way too far. I apologize. But something he could play with, basically. Maybe like a fidget spinner shaped like a fucking prosthetic tail of a dolphin, maybe. But we'll send him that. That'll be cool. Appreciate you, Terry, for sending that one in. All right, onwards and upwards.
He was badly beaten, and everybody went to him and said, Joe, you can't win. You can't win. He said, no, let me debate him. Let me debate him, please. That didn't work out too well either. That was the end. The debate was the end. You can't beat him, Joe. Now we just beat you, Joe. You're going to lose. You got to get out. We want to get out. You got to get out, Joe. There was nothing nice about what they were doing. It wasn't democracy, was it? It wasn't democracy.
No, actually, that's exactly what that is. That's exactly democracy. That's how it works. When the vice president is in the position that she's in, and the president of the United States no longer feels like he has the ability to run for the next one. That's why we have the vice president. That's why she steps up. That's why she's on the ticket and has been on the ticket and has her accomplishments. That is democracy. That is a party feeling like they have a better option. That is a party feeling like they have a different route to go, like they have to make some extreme changes in order to save democracy. I think that is democratic. I think that is democracy in action.
They were saying, we want you out of the race, Joe, and we want you out here. You're going to lose. These are quotes from some of the fake news. Look at all the fake news back there. Wow. That's a lot of fake news, man. That's a lot of fake news.
Somebody, hold on. I'll find it so you can get credit for it because it's a good one. Hold on. Give me a second. Victor. He's the Wizard of Odd. Bravo, monsieur. Bravo. Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
News, Mike. Joe, you're going to lose. We want to put somebody.
Hold on. This is great, too. Look at the guys behind him. Can you see my, hold on. Where can you see my, look at these two right here, right? I don't know if the three are together. He's definitely I'm going to say a Muslim, right? But he either was paid. This is either Craigslist thing because they are bored out of their fucking skulls the whole time. And if you look over to the right here, if you look over to the right here, oh my gosh. Tell me who this looks like on the right-hand corner. Tell me who he looks like on the right-hand corner and see if anybody gets it in the comments. See if anybody gets it in the comments. The lady in the right-hand corner. It's like Sidney Powell. Is that Sidney Powell? Tell me, it looks like Sidney Powell's corpse on the right, on the bottom right. I'm sorry. And then it looks like my cousin Vinny. What's her name? Fucking Christ, I always forget her name. Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny up above her. Looks like she has some Don Jr. issues during the speech too, because she seems like she's powdering her nose a lot, let's just say. But keep your eye on the background. I'll make it a little bigger so you can see it. And they're all bored out of their fucking trees.
Else in. And then I realized last night I was speaking to a great group of people, Christians, all Christians, and they've been horribly treated.
Yeah, the ones you told that they only had to vote this time and then not next time because there probably won't be any more elections if you were to win. That group of Christians you're talking about? Oh, that group. Okay. Thank you.
By this administration. Today I spoke to Bitcoin crypto. So I went from Christians to Bitcoin.
The fuck is that hand movement?
And now I'm with you in Minnesota.
And none of which I wanted to be at, and it sucks that I have to do it because I don't like anybody here.
We cover a lot of territory. Think of that. So Christians to Bitcoin to Minnesota. We cover a lot.
Yeah, cover a lot of ground. Fucking, you know who made that famous? Hitler. Hitler made that famous. Traveling, using planes to travel and give different speeches in multiple speeches in the same day in multiple areas of the country. You know who made that famous? Adolf fucking Hitler. That's who made that fucking famous. That's who made that a thing. Just so you know, Donald. Just in case you weren't, buffed on your history.
A lot of territory. And I never mess it up by saying, let me tell you about Bitcoin. I don't do that, no. Remember Biden, of course, I don't want to talk too much about him, but when he was in Iowa and he said, it's great to be in Idaho. No, you're in.
No, like you mean like when you were in Sioux City and said Sioux Falls? Or was it the other way around? Were you in Sioux Falls and said Sioux City? Remember that guy was caught on tape having to tell you what event and what place you were at? Yeah, that one. So you probably a dumb thing to bring it up.
If I ever did that once, it would be the end.
No, because you've done it way more than once, and officially, unfortunately, it wasn't the end.
That's the end. He's cognitively impaired. That would be the end.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Fake news would go crazy. But I thought last night, as I was speaking to this incredible group of evangelicals and
Vivangelicals. Gotta love them. Vivangelicals, baby. Vivangelicals.
I thought last night as I was speaking to this incredible group of evangelicals.
Vivangelicals, baby.
A lot of others of faith. It's, you like that, don't you, huh? Yeah. Wow. That means our country is coming a long way because you put faith back, you put religion back into our country. It's going to be a much better place. I'll tell you that. When I thought,
look at the people behind. You see the people behind? Like, who's clapping at that? Look at them. Watch this. How do you go back a second? Check it out.
Place. Tell you that.
Look at them. Not caring a fucking bit. Look at them in the back.
Because you put
staring at the ground. Yeah, what are you doing?
Faith back. You put religion.
You want something down there?
Religion back into our country. It's going to be a much better place. Tell you that. When I thought last night, I said, it's sort of unfair.
They're doing everything but listening to the guy's speech. Look at this.
You have a guy, he says he's...
Is that a guy or a girl? Can't tell if that's a guy. He's definitely voting against. I don't know if that person doesn't even look 18. I don't know. I'll stay off that one. Looks like Sidney Powell's corpse is asleep on the right hand side here. Mimi Bobek on the right here is definitely not amused by anything going on from the Drew Carey show. Yeah, a lot of not one person here is looking at Donald Trump. Not one single fucking person is looking at Donald Trump behind him. This one guy maybe, and he's even looking at the crowd. Look, not one single person.
He's great. He's president and all that stuff. They rigged the election, but we won't talk about that. And they say he's president. So he comes out, and he comes out raring to go, and he gets badly beaten. He's losing, and all of a sudden he's like a fighter. He's losing. Then they took him out of the fight, and they put a new fighter. We have a new victim now, Kamala.
Victim? I thought we weren't using rhetoric like that anymore. I thought using rhetoric like kill and victim and you know, stuff like that. I thought we weren't doing that. Bullseye. I thought bullseye was a big problem now. You can't, you know, you don't want to can't say that. Don't want to say that. Can't say target on the back of. That's a problem, but we can say victim. I don't know. Seems strange to me.
We have a new victim. We have a brand new victim.
Say it again. Might as well say it twice, right?
She's a radical left lunatic, and she is, when you find out about her, all I have to say is defund the police. That was her big thing. Let's defund the police. And as I often say, you know, politicians don't change. Whatever they say first, that's where they are.
You mean how, like, you were against telling women what to do? Like how you were for abortions before that? How you were like a Democrat basically before this? So you're talking about that's how you really feel? Is that what you, is that because you really called yourself a Democrat for a long time, even though we know you weren't fucking a real one, but that you did say that you were for abortion. So somewhere that changed because you met some lady that had a kid somewhere, I guess.
They don't change. Wouldn't you say that, Tom?
And then
All
I guess
smell is your bullshit.
correct. That is correct, sir. Appreciate it.
Whatever they say, if they said 5 years ago, 8 years ago, defund the police, she said
Or if they said like 15 years ago that I am for abortion.
it like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But so if that's what.
Wow, let's go. Fucking big crowd in here. Thank you to you guys for joining me. It's fucking beautiful out. You guys could be doing a lot of other things. So thank you for joining me here at Blunt Politics. I appreciate it. Smash that like. Let's fucking go, Kamala. Smash that like for Kamala. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this once and for all and get rid of this fucking bullshit.
What they say, that's ultimately where they want to go. But this was really a coup of. And by the.
Yep. Again, not the smartest thing to be bringing up the word coup, just saying, considering you tried installing a fake slate of electors. You literally had your supporters march down to the Capitol in order to stop the certification of a free and fair election. They killed police officers. The police actually had to shoot one of your supporters dead at the Capitol because they tried to stop. They built a fucking gallows. You had the noose ready. How did that happen? That didn't just fall out of fucking Timu sky anywhere. You know what I mean? That didn't just fucking fall out of the sky. You had to fucking do some work for that one. So don't talk to me about a fucking coup, okay?
Democrats. This was a coup of a man that had 14 million votes. He wanted to run. They wouldn't let him run. They treated him horribly. They said to him, we can do it the nice way or we can do it the hard way. To Joe, he's president. This was a coup of the presidency. They threatened him with the 25th Amendment.
No. What? He's still the president. He's president right now. He's still the president. What are you talking about? Joe Biden is the president, still running the country as efficiently as fucking humanly possible while dealing with outside events like a leader should. So no, he's just not running for the next one. Still president now. Not running for the next one. No, it's hard to understand, Donald. I know it is.
They said, Joe, we're going to threaten you with a thing called the 25th Amendment. You're cognitively and physically a mess. And if you don't get out, we're going to take you out with the 25th Amendment. And he said, I'll go. And then the fake news said, oh, he was so brave. He was so brave. No, he was forced to leave. So now we have a new candidate to defeat the most incompetent, popular and far left vice president in American history, probably the most far left.
See, that's tough. See, you can't. Oh, Sally. Look at Sally go. Sally up, Sally down. Sally up, Sally down. Votes mean more than money in election. Register to vote, because that's what Sally said. Sally down. Let's go. Thank you, Sally. Appreciate you. Let's fucking go. That's what I say. Let's fucking go. Woo!
Person in American history. Less than 4 months from now, Minnesota is going to defeat Kamala Harris.
Ooh! Did we catch that one? Did anybody catch that? All of a sudden, he knows how to say her name. Woohoo!
Now, Minnesota is going to defeat Kamala Harris.
Oh, so it's not that fucking difficult. I wish I could add 50 likes. Don't worry about it. One is enough, my man. Michael, one is more than enough. You just being here, hitting that like button, fucking sharing it out if it's possible to any one of your platforms, that is more than enough for me. Don't worry about it. You don't have to add 50 likes. Hopefully we get more than that. And again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but thank you. We've surpassed 6,000 subscribers. We're on our way to, let's say, 6,500. I don't want to get too ahead of my skis. We won't go by thousands. We'll go by 500s. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get as many people as possible that are watching today that are not subscribed. I know a lot of people watch but don't subscribe on YouTube channels. I don't know why. It's pretty easy. Just hop out, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you any money whatsoever, I promise. I promise. Subscribing is free. That's all. And then if you want to hit the alert button, if you want to hit the bell, that'll tell you when I'm going live. I put up the thing pretty early in the morning on Sundays to let you know that I'm going to be live at a certain time. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you very, very much. And Michael, as one of the returning guests, as one of the all-time returning guests, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
And remember what I said a short time ago. A short time ago, she strongly fought for many, many bad things. But to me, I love the.
All right, JD. For you, JD, anything. If for you, JD.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat.
Fucking gets me every time. I love that one. Such a good one. Thank you, JD. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Police. We're not defunding them. We're going to fund them. Fund them. We're going to overfund them. She's.
Look at the crowd behind him. So unenthusiastic. Look at the two gentlemen on the left. Check it out when he says this.
Fund them.
Yay. Yay. It's like their grandfather just made a putt fucking at a tournament they don't want to be playing in.
She's.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Can we get to the next hole, please? This is fucking torture. Let's go. Yep. This was not worth the $35 I got on fucking whatever website I got this job on. What do they call it? Craigslist. That's the one. That's the one.
Just thinking. She's defund the police and I'm overfund the police.
She's defund the police. Nothing he says makes sense. It's not sentences. It's not worded correctly, but some people, I guess you have to fight through the fucking nonsense to try to like interpret what he says in a certain way.
We're going to overfund. We're going to evict this radical and incompetent administration from the White House, and together we are going to make America great again.
Make America German again. Because it works. You don't have to change the letters, folks. The letters stay the same, but the policy is more German than American. More 1930s than 2024, folks, but that's okay. Don't have to change the letters. Kind of like Vance and Pence. Saved a lot of money on that, folks. That's business. That's business. Didn't pick him on qualifications, folks. Didn't pick him on qualifications. I picked him because his name was the same. His name was the same. Saved a lot of money on posters. Saved a lot.
With your vote this election, Inflation will stop. The illegal aliens will be turned back.
Wait a minute. They're not illegal aliens. That's not how you say it.
Just this week, it was reported that an illegal alien, and you just look at this, what's happening.
That's how you say it. Say it right, at least. Jesus.
The cartels will be in retreat. Crime will fall. Energy prices will.
Wait a minute. The cartel. You mean like the two cartel, the main members, the big cartel members that the Biden administration and the DOJ just arrested? Like that type of cartel? Like that type of leadership? Like that type of security that you're talking about? Because that's what happened under the Biden administration. So thank you, Joe.
Will plummet. Incomes will soar. And a world in chaos will rapidly be transformed into a planet of peace. And very importantly, and you don't hear this anymore, the words you don't hear under the Trump administration, the American dream will come roaring back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. The American dream will come back, right? But if a crazy liberal, and she's beyond liberal, look, she was a failure at every stop.
Right, which is why she continued to rise in her career at every fucking pace. At every stop. at every opportunity. She continued to rise in her career.
She was a failed vice president.
She's still the fucking vice president, you moron. What are you talking about?
She was a horrible district attorney. She destroyed San Francisco.
No. I think you mean Bill Barr. She destroyed Bill Barr. She destroyed a lot of people when she was going against him because she doesn't take bullshit. She doesn't let them interrupt her. She doesn't let them fucking cut off or dodge the question. She makes them answer the question. And if not, she answers for him.
She was a liberal she was there before all the guys that you're currently reading about, right? If a crazy liberal like Kamala Harris gets in,
again, now he's back to saying it wrong. Hello, you just said it right 5 fucking seconds ago. Now you can't say it the same way twice, I guess. I don't understand what happened.
The American dream is dead. I believe it's dead.
It is dead. You know, anytime the stock market doubles in one president, anytime, fucking 18 million jobs are added, anytime that all the, like 50,000 railways, projects in railways and roads and bridges are broken and fixed and, maintained. Anytime you can do that, that's just terrible. Obviously, the American dream is done. It's over. It's over.
I believe it's dead. Over the past 3.5 years,
the American dream got a shark bite. Oh, shit.
Czar Harris, which is what she called herself. Even the New York Times today, they took an article out of the New York Times, Czar. Now, they're deleting everything that says, these people back there are deleting everything. But we already have it. 3 months ago, she was thought of so badly they were just killing her. And now that she's in this position, they're trying to make her into a, let's say, Margaret Thatcher. I don't think so. It's not going to happen. Margaret Thatcher didn't laugh like that, did she?
All right, crowd boredom check. Hold on, let me make it big. Crowd boredom check. I'll even take myself out of it. Look at the crowd. Oh, he's so good. Look at them all.
If she did, she wouldn't have been Margaret Thatcher. It's very simple, right?
They have no idea what the fuck he means by that. No clue whatsoever who Margaret Thatcher is. That one went totally over their heads. Not even a fucking chance they know what he's talking about.
Czar Harris allowed almost 20 million illegal aliens to stampede into our country. If she gets another 4 years, it'll be 40 to 50 million more people.
What? 40 to 50 million? What is going on, dude? How are these numbers even coming out of the man's mouth? What the fuck?
In our country, and they'll be using Medicare and Social Security.
You mean the things that the people on your side are on video saying they want to eliminate? Okay.
They will be gone. They'll be wiped out. They'll be destroyed. There won't be a thing your government can do about it. She will kill Social Security and Medicare as Vice President. Kamala Harris cast.
Is that Edward Snowden in the background? How did he get out of Russia? What the fuck happened there? How did that happen? Mimi Bobek doesn't seem to. Mimi Bobek. I'm sorry. And how did Marjorie Taylor Greene sneak away into the crowd? I figured she was speaking and not just sitting in the background. That's weird. I don't understand that. Anyways.
That's the tie-breaking votes that created the worst inflation in half a century. I believe the worst inflation that we've ever had. You know, they don't use the real number.
Right, because it's not like we actually have statistics to say that. I think it was 23 or 24% is the worst inflation this country's ever seen, and now it's at 3%. So considering we're 20% lower than that, it's not the highest it's ever been. You stupid bastard! Shut up. There's numbers we can look at. There's facts and statistics. You don't just say it. It doesn't just fucking your mouth. You shut up, asshole.
Numbers. They don't use the numbers that are really, really bad, but they're bad enough to have the worst just about that anybody can ever even think of or remember, decimating work.
I think Mimi's neck is broken. Either that or the right side of her head is just extremely heavy compared to the left side of her head. Because she looks like her neck's about to snap off back there.
Working families. And if she wins, inflation will only get worse. It's going to get worse. Already energy and gasoline are going up. You see what's happening? More and more per gallon. We had it down to $1.87. We actually had it lower than that for a period of time.
We did. Well, remember while you guys were locked in your homes? And then when you did go out, you had to fucking fight your neighbor over toilet paper? Wasn't that the best? Great times. Gas was cheap, though. Great that was gas was cheap. Nobody was driving, but gas was cheap as fuck. You could stockpile it as much as you want. Couldn't drive with it. Couldn't do anything with it. But boy, was it cheap. Remember that time I actually made it so cheap I almost fucking sunk all the fucking oil companies, and then I had to make a deal with OPEC to make the price of oil higher? Remember that? That was good, too. That was good. Remember 1 million people died? Oh, shit. But gas. But gas.
A Kamala Harris presidency means 4 more years of.
Now he said Kamala. So we've had Kamala. He's actually said it right, saying Kamala, and now it's Kamala. So he said it 3 different ways, at least in this speech. So when he talks about hearing it several different ways, that's only because he watches his own speeches back, apparently.
Extremism, weakness, failure, chaos, and probably World War III. I really believe.
2, 3. Was it 2 or 3? Because you said 2 before. Was it 2? World War II or 3? I think it's 3.
But they have no. That's why this happened today in Israel. Shocking that it happened out of nowhere. A Trump victory will bring back leadership, competence, common.
Here we go. Background check. Text message alert. Fucking. My cousin Vinny's wife is sleeping over here on the right. She's snoozing. She's gone. She's lost the plot. I don't know. She looks like a protester from Britain that'd be sitting in the middle of the road or like throwing orange shit on Stonehenge. This guy hasn't looked at Donald Trump once. This guy could not care less. They've been paid to be here. He's been asleep for a half hour or at least daydreaming. This guy's playing fucking, I don't know what he's playing. Probably angry, what's it, birds? Angry Birds. He's Angry Birds in it up right now. Something like that.
Sense and strength to the Oval Office. That's what we had. We had no wars.
We had no wars besides that war in Afghanistan we were in. We had no wars, though, besides the war in Afghanistan. You know, besides that one. And like everything that happened in Syria and, you know, all the other places that we had to have combat done. And, you know, anyways. And it's not like Israel and Palestine were fighting every month and getting rockets shot back and forth during my term. That didn't. Oh, it did happen. It did. Oh, it did happen during his president. Okay.
We had no wars. Remember when crooked Hillary Clinton used to say, he's going to get us into a war? Look at him. Look at
No, Dad, I cannot say that. No, I can't say that. There are lines drawn to YouTube, and I think that's one of them.
his rhetoric. I said, no, my rhetoric's going to keep us out of wars. That's what happened. We had no.
Hold on. Oh, no, something on the screen. Isn't it normal to take 2 or 3 tries to pass it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he still doesn't have his driver's license, I bet, so he hasn't passed that yet. So I can't expect him to get fucking Kamala's name right.
Wars. They didn't think about it. Putin would have never got in. Iran was broke. I told
Broke.
China, if you buy 1 barrel of oil from Iran, you're not doing any more business in the United States. And they didn't buy any. They didn't buy any. And we would have had to deal with Iran within 1 week after the election if the election didn't take that horrible turn. You know, we got millions more votes a second.
Background check. Background check. This is wonderful. Okay, what do we got? Yep, looking off to the side. Mimi's not happy. As somebody mentioned in the chat, Laura Loomer hasn't stood up once. And somehow, what's her face is still alive down here. So good to know. She is still alive. We'll keep checking in on her.
Second time that we did the first. The New York Times asked me, what happened the second time? I said, the second time we got like 10 million more votes, right?
Right, just not enough to win. Oh, shit, that's how that works. We did get a lot, but not enough to win. Less than the winner. You know, so second place. If you want a participation trophy, you get one. But shut the fuck up. Pack your shit. You're out.
Oh, I never thought of that. The reporter said, oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Let's go to another question. But let's review Kamala's insanely.
Oh, no. Now, what was the name? Ranger? Was it Ranger Gooseman? Ranger Gooseman. He's all for mail-in voting now. He doesn't care how you do it. He knows he's in so much trouble now that he wants I've heard him say it. I don't know if he says it in this speech or one of the speeches this week, but he definitely tells his supporters to vote any way they possibly can, whether it's mail-in voting, whether it's fucking early voting, whatever the fuck it is. He wants them to do it because he knows if they have, I think he was talking about if it rains, it might even have been Don Jr., but they know if they wait till election day and election day only, they have fucking absolutely no chance. They have absolutely no chance. And listen, that's how Donald votes himself is by mail. So I guess this whole vote by mail thing isn't really as bad as they said it was.
A liberal record. As a senator, she was ranked the #1 most radical left Democrat in the entire Senate. They say she made Bernie Sanders look like a moderate.
Good one. Really nailed it. That was like JD Vance's Mountain Dew bullshit.
He was unhappy with that today, did you say? He said, oh, no, I think I might have been more liberal than.
Mork and Mindy? Nanu?
Shuz butt.
Mork.
Happy with that today, did you say? He said, no, I think I might have been more.
I think I might have been Mork. I came out of an egg every night and I said,
Shuz butt. Nanu.
What a great show that was. Robin Williams. What a class act, man. I love that guy. Rest in peace.
More liberal than her. They were fighting over who's more liberal. If this country has a liberal president, this country is finished.
This country has, well, let's say a president that has enacted liberal policies. I'd say he's more on the conservative liberal side, but the policies he's enacted so far have been absolutely transformative to this country and some of the most long-lasting and beneficial legislation we've had passed by any president in a long time. So, wrong again.
Okay, just so you know. And she's weak liberal. Just a few years ago, Kamala Harris co-sponsored Bernie Sanders $32 trillion. You know what that means? That means
1 trillion more than 31?
Means file for bankruptcy as you're signing the legislation.
Not sure that's how it works with a country, but what do I know? I've never bankrupted a casino before. 3, actually, 2, 3. Shit, more than one's. Anytime you can bankrupt a casino is a fucking accomplishment. I mean, that is just a feat of pure excellence. You have to be extremely well-versed in stew fucking pitity to be able to bankrupt a casino. Never mind 2 or 3.
Everything is gone. Your taxes will go up by 4 or 5 times, and it still won't be nearly enough. 30.
Good call, Tobias. Yeah, what about the $8 trillion Donald Trump added? See, you know, because it was less than 32 trillion before, you know what I mean? But then he added, which made that number what it is. And then we had to fucking add more to it to help recover from what he started and let happen in this country. So it raised it even more. So he's basically even responsible, in my mind, for the for what Joe Biden had to put on there too, even though we've lowered the deficit. You know what I mean? But what are you going to say? Who knows? What do I know?
$2 trillion socialist takeover of the entire U.S. healthcare system. She endorsed outlawing private health insurance entirely. Many people have private health insurance. It's phenomenal. If they work hard and they make a little money, they want to have great health insurance. She wanted it outlawed. She supported giving free
No.
taxpayer-funded health care to all illegal aliens.
No.
Come on in. Come on in. No, but just think of it. Everybody that comes into our country, including from prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
You know, they go crazy when I mention Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Dr. Hannibal Lecter now. No, he's Dr. Hannibal Lecter. He's graduated medical school since the last time we've chatted with Donald Trump, and he's now become Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the late, great Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
You know who that was? They say, why does he keep mentioning Hannibal Lecter?
Yes, everybody wants to know around the world, all over, why the fuck you keep mentioning a fictional character that didn't even, again, die in the movie. Why you say late great wasn't your friend. Somehow you're trying to make it seem like a real story that nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe he'll explain it here.
Lecter. Well, you see, he was a slightly troubled patient in
a movie. In a movie.
Insane asylum.
In a movie.
And he'd love to have you for dinner. You right there.
In the movie.
Love to have you for dinner. But I mentioned him because we have people like that coming into our country.
No, we don't. Nope, we don't. We just don't. Because that's a fictional character that, again, doesn't exist.
They're closing their insane asylums all over the world.
They're not. They're just not.
They're sending their criminals into the United States.
Nope, they're not doing that either.
It's Venezuelan crime is down 72%.
Because they've locked everybody up and their prison population has grown exponentially.
Because they're sending their criminals and their drug dealers and their prisoners to the United States.
No. Nope. Not happening.
It's a next year, I think, instead of being here, which is a great place. I love this place. We'll go to Venezuela
and you'll find yourself in some serious fucking trouble. And I can guarantee you, if you do that, a lot of the people that go down there to watch you are going to have some serious trouble themselves. So think twice before you do that one. And play. And play. Any day now. Any day now. What's going on? What happened? Am I here? That's the second time I've gone black. Hello? Anybody? Anybody? Hello? Why isn't it playing? Maybe if I fast forward? I'm so confused right now.
You accepted all of these things. Why did you do that? So I said, because it's the only way, because they thought I wouldn't do it. So I said,
all right, I don't know what sort of deep state Russian fucking hacker farm shit just happened, but my entire computer just shut off and somehow turned back on with everything running in 0.2 seconds. Don't ask me how that fucking happened. Don't ask me what happened. But I apologize. If I left you for a second, I'm back. I don't know what happened there.
Said yes, and they were shocked.
I'm being attacked and canceled I'm being shunned. I'm being silenced. So please hit that like button. Please share it out so I'm not silenced. Because you know when you get silenced, somehow you get more views when you say that, I guess.
But we had the debate, right? And he kept saying, like, they'd say Jake Tapper, fake Tapper. But I have to tell you, they were very fair. In my opinion, they were very fair. 95%. You can't ask for, I was shocked. They gained a whole level of respect. I really mean it. CNN and both of them, they gained a level.
Which is why I pulled out of the debates with Kamala Harris, because I am scared shitless of having to go against a prosecutor as a convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, and somebody that actually went on to defame the woman he sexually assaulted per a court of his own peers. So yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to go on the stage. I'm not going to lie.
Level of respect, right? Don't you think so? I do. I told them that. I called them both up. But I never saw a debate like this. So, we're given a certain period of time and I'm running. I got to talk very fast because there's so many things to say. My mind is rushing. Boom, and I hit it right on the button.
Freudian slip. Your mind is controlled by who?
So, we're given a certain period of time and I'm running. I got to talk very fast because there's so many things to say. My mind is rushing.
Your mind is Russian.
Russian.
Boom,
and I hit it right on the. So many things to say. My mind is rushing. Boom.
That's got to be a clip. That's got to be a clip somewhere. My mind is Russian. Come on. Did anybody else spot that? Do you see that anywhere else on any other channel that caught that? Come on. My mind is Russian.
Fast because there's so many things to say. My mind is Russian.
What the fuck? I didn't tell him to say it. I didn't tell him to say it like that.
Very fast because there's so many things to say. My mind is Russian.
Holy shit.
Boom, and I hit it right on the butt. But they kept saying to him, sir, you have 92 seconds left. What? You have 92 seconds left. And I said, I'll take it. They said, no, you're not allowed to. You have 92 seconds. And he was like, oh, next question. So you have 38 seconds remaining. What? Oh. So we got off to a good start.
Russian ride.
But from the time of the debate, that was the beginning of the end. The debate was not good. And then he tried to recoup by going and doing some interviews with really nice people that.
I fast forwarded. I'm bored of it.
She's terrible. I mean, she's as bad as you get. She supported mandatory gun confiscation.
What was that? Gun what?
I mean, she's as bad as you get. She supported mandatory gun confiscation, ripping firearms away from law-abiding citizens. And she said that a 80% tax rate is a bold idea that should be discussed. It's very interesting, too. I think that's nice. How about 80%? Kamala is also a total radical.
Said her name right. Kamala.
Interesting, too. I think that's nice. How about 80%? Kamala is also.
So he knows how to do it. Folks. So if he doesn't do it, he's doing it on purpose, or his mind is so gone that he doesn't remember each time how he said it the last time. That's the only two fucking options.
Also a total radical on abortion. Should we talk about abortion? Do you mind for a second, right? When you compare my position on abortion to that of Kamala Harris, my position is actually, it just polled.
You don't have a position. So basically your position, if you're going to throw it back to the states, should be put next to the most progressive, the most liberal state and the most liberal policy on abortion, because that's what you support, really. If you support the states, then you support whatever the most liberal policy is in the country. That's what your name should be behind. That's what your name is associated with. You don't get to do this whole fucking, oh, I don't really have a stance. Let the fucking states do it bullshit. We're not buying it. So shut the fuck up. Whatever the states decide, if it's a liberal policy like in New York, or if it's a fucking conservative policy like Texas or Alabama or something like that, then guess what? Your name gets associated with the most liberal policy, because that's what you endorse. That's what you stand for. And that's what you will allow as president. So don't go give me this fucking bullshit.
8 points higher, and that's because she's a radical. She's an absolute radical on abortion. She wants abortion in the 8th and 9th month of pregnancy.
No, enough of this bullshit too. Nobody's calling for that. The only time it's even thought is if the fucking fetus is unviable and it will die as soon as it comes out of the womb, as soon as the umbilical cord is cut. If the fucking person is going to sit there and watch the baby die, then they have to make that atrocious, heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, disgusting, life-changing decision of having to end the baby's life in order to save the life of the mother. So don't give me this fucking bullshit about 8th, 9th month and after birth. Stick it up your fucking your Chinese and Russian pie hole because that's not how it fucking works.
Think of that. And right up until birth and even after birth, the governor of Virginia, the ex-governor, we have a great governor of Virginia right now, but the governor that preceded Glenn is, he was horrible. I call him Michael Jackson, remember? Remember his wife stopped him from doing a moonwalk? Oh, that was a good thing because nobody could moonwalk like Michael. He wanted to moonwalk.
What? Wait, what? What? Where did this take a turn? Where did fucking Michael Jackson come into a presidential stump speech? What is going on?
Doing a moonwalk? Oh, that was a good thing because nobody could moonwalk like Michael. He wanted to moonwalk to show that would not have been good, but he blew it anyway. But he said, we put the baby aside. If the baby's born, we put the baby aside and we discuss with the mother whether or not
Michael Jackson somehow fit into the abortion topic by Donald Trump.
We terminate the baby's life. This is after. This is an abortion. This is called killing. This is called a word beyond abortion. This is called execution. Kamala supports taxpayer funds to pay for abortion for any reason. She even voted against legislation that would require medical providers to give care to babies born alive after an attempted abortion. They're the radical ones. You see, the Democrats really, and not all of them, because most of them agree with us, they're the radical ones, whereas our position is that abortion is now back to the states. They've wanted to have this. This has been going on for 52 years, the way everybody and all legal scholars, they always said this is the way it should be. Everybody wanted it back in the states. Democrats, Republicans.
Absolute fucking nonsense. Not even a speckle of truth in what he's saying at all. And look at the background. Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's listening. Fucking Laura Loomer, she's gone. These people in the background, they're gone. Not looking, bored.
Liberals, conservatives, and legal scholars. Every legal scholar wanted it back in the states. And then about 14 years ago, people started talking about the number of weeks, the number of months.
So what I'm doing, I'm going to look for some of the statements that Kamala Harris and the Harris campaign have put out. We'll end on that. We'll give a juxtaposition from what we've just witnessed here and what the Kamala Harris campaign has to say about it. And then we'll end on a good note. So let me find her statements, a little more of this. Let me find her statements in the background.
Number of this, that. They wanted it back in the states where people can decide, and that's what's happening. You look at Ohio, they decided. You look at Kansas, they decided. You look at a lot of different states, they decided. And sometimes it comes out the way certain people want it. Sometimes it didn't. Ohio came out with somewhat of a liberal interpretation, and so did Kansas, which was a little surprising, but it's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in exceptions for the life of the mother, rape, and incest. And I also believe that you have to follow your heart, but you also have to get elected. You have to remember that. We have to get elected. And I want to thank the 6 Supreme Court justices, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, John Roberts, Brett Kavanaugh, Neil Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett for the wisdom and courage they showed on this long-term, very contentious issue. But getting it back to the states puts the question where it belongs, with the vote of the people, and it's over time. And you'll see this over time. It's going to work out incredibly well in a All
right, enough of him. Let's take a look at Pete Buttigieg.
Crossings are down in the wake of President. Let's get real. Border crossings are down. in the wake of President Biden's executive actions that he took after Congress failed
So
to
he
act.
could have taken action.
He wanted Congress to resolve that because that would have been more durable. But when Trump came in, talked Republicans out of their own bipartisan project because he didn't want the issue to get better. Remember, the worse things are at the border, the better things get for Donald Trump. So he has a vested interest in it remaining chaotic down there. I think this also helps to explain why he didn't exactly conclusively solve it when it was his turn. But I saw something else really important happening at the Republican National Convention on the border and the talk about immigration, which we all recognize is a problem, which is they tried to paint this narrative that if you live somewhere far from the border and immigration hasn't affected you personally, you need to think that immigration is a driver of crime. That was the real message. Immigration leads to crime.
Well, there are blue state governors and mayors who say every state is a border state now. That's Democrats.
Yeah, and now they're saying, but what the false message of the RNC was that this is leading to an increase in crime.
Well,
and I think it's really important that we talk about
have
crime.
Been very high profile about people. If they had not been in this country illegally.
This is my.
So what she's doing is trying to, the same thing that the Trump campaign's doing, trying to highlight specific cases, high profile cases to make people feel like something is happening. So when you feel like something is happening, when you feel like the economy is bad, when you feel like crime is up, even though crime is down and the economy is up, then that has a way of swaying your vote. So that's exactly what is this? What's her name? Martha something? I don't know. It's not important, but that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to, once again, bring up the cases that Donald Trump highlights in his fucking disgusting stump speech, where he brings all these graphic details and bullshit, trying to scare the shit out of you to make you feel a certain type of way.
People would still be alive.
Trying to make people think that crime is up when crime is down under Joe Biden and crime was up under Donald Trump. Now, I don't know how often that gets reported on this network. So if you're watching this at home, do yourself a favor and look up the data.
Well, we invite that.
Great. So if you look.
We invite that. You're the fucking news channel, you asshole. You play it. You're supposed to play it on your television. You're supposed to play these facts and figures so the American people have an accurate depiction of what the fuck is going on in their country. You don't just invite them to do it. You're supposed to show these people. Show them.
Look this up at home, you will know that crime went down under
This
Biden,
is what would well, this is
and crime went up under Trump, and I think that violent crime.
This is what we're down to. This is what we're down to as people. This is what we're down to as citizens on Fox News. We need Pete Buttigieg to go on Fox News to tell the Fox viewers to fucking look up something because the Fox fucking network isn't doing it themselves. That's where we're at in this fucking today's day and age. We need Pete Buttigieg and people like him to go on Fox so these people hear a different side because Fox won't give it to them.
For sure. So I think the really important thing to ask is, why would America want to go back to the higher crime that we experienced under Donald Trump?
A fucking men. Great job, Petey. Great job. Is this another?
Americans already agree with her on the issue.
Hold on. We'll start at the beginning. And play.
That's the real reason I think she's going to win, is that most Americans already agree with her on the issues that they care about the most, that affect them the most, whether we're talking about choice and her stance on defending a woman's right to choose versus Donald Trump, who eliminated a right to choose in this country.
Well, he said
Can I just say, as a straight heterosexual white male, Pete's looking fucking pretty good here, huh? Pete just looks like he came back from a nice fucking long vacation from some sun, like he's had some rest and relaxation, like he just got a new haircut, new suit, new tie, brother. Looking good, brother. Looking good.
To the States, to be fair.
Let's be very clear. He is proud of the fact that he demolished the national right to choose in this country, period.
But there are states that...
Oh, that's a good way to put it. He looks very presidential or vice presidential or, secretary of anything presidential. You know what I mean? Cabinet position, cabinet level. That's what he looks like. Looking good, brother.
That are figuring this out. I mean, there are some that are, it's nearly impossible, a 6-week ban or less, but there are others, there are states in this country that allow no restrictions up until the due date of a child.
There was a national right to choose in this country, law of the land, for 50 years, which the vast majority of Americans believed was the right thing to do. But Donald Trump made a promise when he was a candidate, one of the few promises he actually kept, by the way. He didn't keep his promise of 6% economic growth. He didn't keep his promise to drain the swamp.
He did have a pandemic to deal with.
But even before the pandemic,
Oh, so let's what? We give him a pass. We gave him a pass for his fucking handling of COVID and the fact that this entire country suffered way more than it was fucking necessary to because of his incompetency. We're just going to give him a pass on that, are we?
Even before the pandemic, America went into a manufacturing recession, which really hurt places like where I come from in the industrial Midwest. But anyway, my point is, he broke his promise for that kind of economic.
Why is the other news side? Why is the anchor fighting back? Why is the anchor trying to fight back for a candidate in this fucking race? Since when does that happen?
He broke his promise to pass an infrastructure bill, right? He said he would do that. He failed to do it. The Biden-Harris administration got it done. He even broke his promise to that January 6th mob when he said, I will be at your side when you march down to the Capitol. But he actually did keep two promises.
Smoking her right now. Let's go, fucking Petey.
He kept his promise to destroy the right to choose in this country, and he kept his promise on tax cuts for the rich. And if you want to know what a second Trump term would be like, I would start by looking at those rare promises that he actually managed to keep.
He did say that he wanted to get rid of Roe v. Wade, but again, send it to the states.
He did. Yep, he did. Yep, because we heard it and he continues to say it.
Where they are hashing this
empower
out
the states to eliminate women's access to abortion. And also, as you know, the Republican Party continues to be interested in a national abortion
He's
ban.
disavowed completely.
Yeah, he's disavowed a lot of things. I don't believe him.
You think
he lies all the time.
You think?
Bam. Let's go, fucking Petey. Let's go. More of this on Fox News. So good at this. So good at this. What else we got? Is it true that Donald Trump is going to put women's lives at risk and wants to end constitutionally, but also just listen to the guy? He's talking about Hannibal Lecter. And okay, we'll take a look at this. Take a look at this one.
The Harris campaign. So you've gotten some attention this week for calling Trump and Vance and Republicans in general weird. And I think that you're the one that set this tone. And there's this shift. The Harris campaign seems to be following your lead, echoing this language. Why do you think weird is a more effective attack line against Trump than what Democrats have been done previously, which is argue that he's an existential threat to democracy?
Yeah, and it's an observation on this, and being a school teacher, I see a lot of things. But my point on this is people kept talking about, look, Donald Trump is going to put women's lives at risk. That's 100% true. Donald Trump is potentially going to end constitutional liberties that we have, end voting. I do believe all those things are a real possibility, but it gives him way too much power. Listen to the guy. He's talking about Hannibal Lecter and shocking sharks and just whatever crazy thing pops into his mind. And I thought we just give him way too much credit. And I think one of the things is when you just ratchet down some of the the scariness or whatever and just name it what it is. I got to tell you, Jake, my observation on this is, have you ever seen the guy laugh? That seems very weird to me that an adult can go through 6.5 years of being in the public eye. If he has laughed, it's at someone, not with someone. That is weird behavior. And I don't think you call it anything else. It is simply what we're observing.
So you've got.
All right, Tim. All right, T-Dog. All right, Timmy. I see you, brother. I see you. Let's see. I want to get to her statement, though, because she has a statement kind of echoing a similar sentiment to what Tim just said. I'm going to scroll through a lot of stuff, though. Oh, Doug has this is a good one from Doug, too. Have you seen this one from Doug? Check this out.
Mr. Trump.
This is about Trump saying Kamala's name wrong.
Let me end with this, Mr. Trump. I know you have so much trouble pronouncing her name. But here's the good news. After the election, you can just call her Madam President.
Let's go. Oh, he's going to hate it. He's going to lose to a woman of color, and it's going to fucking sting, and it's going to sting badly. Oh, all right. Let me see if I can find her statements. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I know I have to scroll. I probably should have got them before, but I didn't really. It didn't. Come on. Where would it be? Would it be in her Kamala? What is or Kamala? I mean, she must have posted them from here. Oh, I like this. This is a good one. Watch this. Watch Fox squirm. Now, listen, this is another example. Okay, stop. This is another example of Fox News reacting in a way where you probably wouldn't expect a news anchor to react, especially on Fox News, where some of the most hateful, bigoted, racist, sexist, homophobic, misogynistic, and fucking any other word, Islamophobic shit comes out of this channel, right? And look at her reaction. Look at her reaction when fucking just a little bit, just a small fraction of what Republicans were saying about Joe Biden being old and sleepy is being said about Donald Trump. I want you to check out her reaction on this. Check this out.
The last debate, Martha, happened when both candidates were not their confirmed nominee either. So what has changed is my question. I think the obvious answer is Donald Trump is afraid. He's afraid of this change. He's acting like it. Listen, I'm a combat veteran. I know fear and fatigue when I see it. And he's acting tired and he's acting afraid here. You know, someone needs to wake him up. And I know he has a hard time staying awake.
Bam.
You know, he fell asleep repeatedly at his own nominating
Bam.
convention. He fell asleep repeatedly at his own criminal trial.
Bam.
Someone needs to wake him up.
Oh, look at she can't handle. Watch, she starts to get aggravated. Watch. Oh, come on. Oh,
Let
come
him
on.
know the next generation of American leadership.
Oh yeah, scratch your neck. Oh, I'm uncomfortable, and you're saying stuff in my ear. You know the producers are saying shit in her ear right now. Like, cut him off. Don't let him say that. Stop him from saying that. That's why she scratched. She doesn't really have it. That's where the earpiece is. Come on.
And it's on.
Let's play nice. That's what I think she wanted to. Let's go. Come on, please. Oh, please don't say that about Donald. We're on Fox News. Remember, I want a job next year. Please. Let's see what we got here. Forrest, another one. Fucking Hockner. What's your name?
Talking about all
Fair
of these
Forrest.
issues
Forrest
on the border.
Hockner.
She
Forrest
went
Hockner.
down.
What's the fuck's your name? Whatever. This one. All right. Harris Faulkner. That's what it is.
I think Kamala Harris is exactly what Donald Trump is afraid of. Look, he's been talking about all of these issues on the border. She went down to South America.
Oh, see, she's already trying to cut him off. Already trying to cut him off.
To try to help from the root of the problem, not the symptom.
All right, second try.
If Donald Trump cared about the border, he wouldn't have blocked policies.
All right, third try.
We're going to move on.
We are going to move on because the points you're making are really, really good and detrimental to the person that we need them to not be detrimental against. Let's see here. Oh, here's one of them. Here's one of them. Let's go. Okay. Make big. Make big so they can see. Make big so they can see. Can you see it, guys? There we go. All right, I'll read it out. This is JD Vance is a creep who wants to ban abortion nationwide. Quote, JD Vance's obsession with controlling women's most personal healthcare decisions, from voting against protecting access to IVF, to advocating for tracking women's menstrual cycles, to calling for a national abortion ban, to bar women from traveling to access their care they need, is just bad policy. It's creepy. It's unacceptable, and voters won't stand for it. Women have had enough of the Trump-Vance Project 2025 ticket threatening to block access to critical care, and they're going to shut it down by sending Vice President Harris to the White House. Amen. Amen. And I think she has a couple more statements. I know it might take me a while. Oop. Do we want to hear this? No, you don't want to fucking hear this. What about this one? It says anytime, any place. All right, we'll see one more thing. And Pete. We'll end on Pete. We'll end on Pete.
With the debate.
Pause. Start from the beginning. Let's go.
Donald Trump and his campaign have suggested that he may not follow through with the debate in September that had been scheduled to be with President Biden. Now, of course, would be the vice president, assuming she does wrap up the nomination as expected. What do you make of that?
It's extraordinary. Tough talk is this guy's calling card. And now there's this extraordinary show of weakness. He agreed to, he said anytime, any place. But more than that, he agreed to this specific debate on this specific network on this specific date. And now he's pulling out. And of course, it shows that he's afraid. It shows that he knows if the two of them are on a stage together, it's not going to end well for him.
I mean, again, succinctly put, gotta love Pete, gotta love our chances, gotta love the enthusiasm. And this is what we're up against.
Comment. I've got nothing against cats. I've got nothing against dogs. Obviously, it was a sarcastic comment. I've got nothing against cats. I've got nothing against dogs. I've got one dog at home, and I love him, Megan. But
nothing about women. Apologizes to cats. Says something about dogs. Absolutely nothing about women. No care whatsoever. Wants to actually track their movements. Wants to make sure. Let's hear from Kamala. Let's hear from Kamala because I want to hear her beautiful voice. Let's go. Ready? Here we go.
In this election, we know young voters will be key, and we know your vote cannot be taken for granted. It must be earned, and that is exactly what we will do. In this election, we know young voters will be key, and we
What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? We'll end it on that one. We'll end on that one, folks. We'll end on a high note. We'll end on Kamala. We'll end on a good note. We'll end on some enthusiasm, right? Right? We'll end on a good feeling. I know we're in a good place. I told you guys last week that it was going to feel like the world was ending. I told you guys last week that it would change around really quickly and that you would find a different perspective on this. And that's exactly what I see in the chat this week. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the attitude change. I appreciate you guys sticking with this. I appreciate you guys not falling to pieces. I appreciate you guys not, taking not responsibility, but, taking it to heart, basically, that we have gone a different route and that the path has changed. But what we have to do is stay the path no matter what, no matter who it is. Right now it's Kamala Harris, and we are behind her every single step of the way until she picks a VP, and then we are behind Harris and whoever that is. And that's how it's going to be. We're not going back. We're not taking one step fucking back. It's about the only thing that Joseph Stalin got right. And if they want to call us communist, then we'll quote the communist. Not one fucking step back. Not one. The only difference is we're not savages. And if you do have second thoughts, we're going to be there to comfort you. We're going to be there to support you. We're going to be there to make sure that you are making the right choice. And we're not going to set up with fucking weapons to set up on our own people like they actually did back when Joseph Stalin was in there. So listen, not one step back. No fear. Let's go in with excitement. Oh, Peter, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll get to all the people that contributed, as I always do. But right now is a time for action. Right now is a time for responsibility, taking responsibility for not only your own self, but the path that this country is going to take in the future and who the leaders are going to be that are going to get us there. So stay involved, guys. I applaud you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Let me make sure I thank everybody who has contributed to the show, who's become a member, who's stayed a member. Let's see. First one, missed one, Deanne, DK. Let's do Deanne, missed one for 1 month. Deanne for 4 months. DK, thank you again, brother. I appreciate you, my man. 4 months in here. I know you got your shirt. Let's put it up again. I'll put it up again, you beautiful face. Where are you? Where are you, you beautiful face? There you are, my friend. There he is. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. You handsome bastard. Yeah, fucking handsome bastard. All right. Patrick Scarpati, thank you for becoming a member for 4 months. Sheldon, thank you much for the $5. Luis says, Boston Brian, you broke the news with President Biden not running. Now break the news with whom future President Kamala Harris VP is. Listen, if it happens on my show, I will be right there covering it for you guys. I will make sure you are the first fucking people to know. Again, was a crazy week last week that it happened right in the middle of the show. But hopefully I handled it well for you guys. Hopefully I kept you guys from, absolutely hitting the wall and crashing. Like I said, I was excited. You can go back and watch if you don't believe me. I was excited for what to come. You know what I mean? I was excited for what was coming. You know what I mean? It was an oh my God moment at first, but I knew you guys would come out of it. I knew you guys would see the light, and that's exactly what's happened. Slacks, thank you so much for fucking being here. I appreciate you, my man. Let's see. Patrick, again, we appreciate you, Brian. You're doing wicked good work. I appreciate you, Patrick. Slacks again for $10. Let's go. Hope you did well at Atlantic City. JD, correcting me. I like it. Mom's Russo, chipping in. Sally, room Sally up, room Sally down. Room Sally up, room Sally down. I like that. Just makes me do it every time, Sally. I love it. Appreciate it. Kyung Lim, appreciate you. Let's go. Fucking thank you for noticing the difference in the attitudes of people. I appreciate you. Linda Blanton, thank you for being here. JD Vance makes case about VP pick matters. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it means. You got to really do the work to vet them and to make sure that they don't have that one thing, those comments in the past that somehow might sneak up. Luckily, they don't have much time to dig for them for whoever becomes our VP. So let's fucking go. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Joelle, let's go. Thank you so much for all you do. No, thank you so much for becoming a member for 2 months. I do appreciate it. Frankie, let's fucking go. Is that the fucking Wyoming? Frank, hold on. Is that Hal's Wyoming face? No way. Is that the Harriet Hagman? Hold on, I gotta give it a try. And that you said. From the great state of It's actually fun. I like it. I like it. I don't have the face, but I tried. Sorry, Hal. I had to. Danny, thank you so much for being here. As always, you are fucking fantastic. Let's see here. There is a parody by Randy Rainbow, officially MTG, that is hilarious on TikTok. Jess Nichols has the video posted. I'll check it out, Danny. I'll check it out. I appreciate you guys. Tell Jess I said hello. Fred's back. Let's go, Freddie. Keep bringing the heat. I sure will, my friend. Nanette Snowden, OG Nanette, you've been here forever. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 4 months. Let's see here. Ricky, gifted. Debunker with the 20 gifted. Huge. Excuse me. Thank you so much. Rocks, thank you. Please say hi to Betty one more time for me. Edward, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Chas, thank you for becoming a new member. Let's see here. Who do we got? Even donating, Chas, right off the bat. Thank you. Hello from Peachland, British Columbia. Really like your attitude. Please check out Naughty Nana. She is right up the road from you. I'll check it out, my friend. Appreciate you, Chas. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. B watch when he gets applause, right? Yep. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, my man. Tobias is in the house. Ocean Safe Con sponsored by JD Vance. Oh man, saltwater included. Let's go. See how becoming a new member. Let's go. See how. I appreciate you. I see you all over the place. There's Jess. Let's fucking go. Keep up the amazing work. I enjoyed watching the downfall of the Orange Clown. We will never go back. Kamala 2024. Love you and Mel. Right back at you. You and Danny. You guys are the best. See how. One more time. Just yanking your chain. I've been here since you started. I know you have. Believe me. The first thing I thought. No matter. Some people can. Like I said, the memberships is different. Some people can afford a month. They can't afford the next month. Some people can. Honestly, those are the type of people that I really wish would just do the free stuff. It's the people that don't have to think about it, that, it doesn't affect any other financial positions that they're in, any other place in their life. Those are the people that I would like. But again, if you can here and there, and you want to do that, then don't worry about it. Like I said, that's fucking more than enough for me. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Colleen, proud, strong, fiercely independent, childless cat lady. I appreciate you. I'm with you. I am 100% behind you guys. Kathy, Kate G with the super sticker, Michael with the 50 likes. Sally coming in strong again. Vote means more than money in elections. Register. Absolutely. Cheryl, let's fucking go with the super sticker from New Zealand. Aye. New Zealand, mate. Appreciate you. Again, as I think I say anytime anybody brings up New Zealand, I love AB camping. If you want to check that out, guy in New Zealand goes camping with his dog. Beautiful scenery. What a beautiful place New Zealand is. I think he's on the South Island. Peter, as always, one of the fucking greats. Less hate, more giggles. Let's go. Harris 2024. Fucking perfect instructions. Couldn't have said it better myself, Peter. I appreciate you being here and all the work you do, again, to all these progressive channels, independent channels. It's not just me, so thank you very much. Colleen again, gifting. Lisa, Peter again with the $50. Just fucking an amazing contribution to this channel, Peter. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't know why one's purple and one's orange. I don't get that. Oh, one's a sticker and I gotcha. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Peter again. Good Lord. Patrick, Carl, Michael, Arlen, Rocks again. No, I love Harris 2024. Let's fucking go. Patrick again. Denise. Oh, thanks to the mods. Yep, huge. Thanks to the mods. Y'all are wicked awesome. Dude, I have the best mods, and they're not just mine. Believe me, they are all over the place. So any place you see the mods that are in my chat, you're going to have a fucking as good a chat experience as you possibly can, because they are fucking amazing. And Denise, thank you so much, Denise, for becoming a member for 4 months. And to all you guys, thank you so much. To the mods, Mark, Tanya, OG Adam, Turpy, who else? Somebody that I forget. Mel, if you popped in here. Andrea, if you were in here. Sorry if I'm forgetting anybody that that I'm not seeing, but thank you guys for all that you do to help keep the chat, safe for people to have discourse and for people to enjoy themselves in there. So if it wasn't for you guys, none of the live streaming would be possible, no matter how much we'd want it to be. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. I really do. I will see you guys next week. Again, I'm thinking about a day during the week to try to add another show. I'm just trying to figure out a way around everybody else's schedule, so I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. So when I finally figure that out, you guys will be the first to know. I promise. I love you guys. Until next week, I'm Boston Brian. Thank you for watching Blunt Politics. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day, please. Thank you, guys.
are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat. We've endorsed JP, right? JD and he's doing great. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable. I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Venezuela. Did you just see Maduro? Venezuela.
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.
The big, fat, sloppy United States. Yesterday's a hard word for me.
No, get those lights off! Off! Turn them off. They're too bright. Turn them off.
The Biden border will. Well, you know this, right? Our army manned the air. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do. Swami Vive, Kamundan, Suchin, Tendulkar, to Virat Kohli. It is a profound honor to be the beautiful new stadium, to be here with you. Shifting production to Thailand and to Vietnam.
All I smell is your bullshit.
Obama. 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 Vagina.
The population in Thailand is 63 million people. It is twice the size of Wyoming. Its chief exports are textiles, footwear, and rice. Each year, approximately 13,000 people are killed in car accidents in Thailand.
Welcome to our country from the Congo. Where do you live in the Congo? We live in prison. Oh, all I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets. We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. Gettysburg, what an unbelievable battle that was. The Battle of Gettysburg, what an unbelievable. I mean, it was so much and so interesting and so vicious and horrible and so beautiful in so many different ways. It represented such a big portion of the success of this country. Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch